We were debating about never coming home, so I'm kidding.
Welcome everybody to Dragons in the Dining Room. Today
Yay!
is Sand and Magic. I am DM Thaco, and I will be attempting to run this shindig. We'll see what happens. Attempting. And
Why
of course,
attempting?
Ron is hiding in the background throwing fireballs before we even start the game.
Wait, who's throwing fireballs?
Ron already threw a fireball there. We are... Yep, fireball fails. Game hasn't started. Neener. Alright, so it's been a little while since we played Sand and Magic because we decided to do board games last time, and I think prior to that we were doing the DCC game. So, we're going to have to do a little bit of catching up here. Does anybody remember what was happening the last time we played?
We were in the palace, or actually, go ahead, Nina, you were starting this up.
I was going to say we were in the palace. We were just trying to figure out how to get into that one house east of there. And we had talked to them and tried to use disguise of being. She was going to draw us, and then we also talked about becoming doing a dual action and be a slave.
Yep, we all disguised ourselves and went different places. I want to say Kita hit the laundry. I don't remember what Jocelyn did.
Jocelyn wasn't present.
Garden.
Oh, that's right.
Garden.
We all went to different places and tried to. I went to the kitchens.
Hey, DM Luxie.
Yeah.
Jocelyn wasn't there.
Jocelyn.
Ash hat.
Wrong camp.
I was Strahd prepping earlier, so it's almost time.
All right, so yes, you guys had been doing.
Ooh, yes, please, Rod.
You guys had been running around trying to figure out what to do about getting into that house so you could get the magic carpet for the Master of Whispers. There was.
I just want the magic carpet.
Right?
I want to see a whole new world.
Some conversation with the I just lost her name. The handmaiden to the Sultan.
Oh, my DM notebook's over there. I don't know.
Someone had a hots for a farm boy.
Somebody had the hots for the farm boy that came out of the Master of Whispers house.
Might have been me. Might have been me.
I think there's a quote in there.
Farm boy, fetch me that picture.
There were conversations with quite a few people on how you might want to approach what's going on.
Nice.
That's nice. The fact that it pulled it up is perfect. So, you guys left off after having a conversation with the Sultan, and he said that you guys could take refuge in his home as you had previously and do as you wish to find out more information.
Because we were afraid of the Sultan's position and there being a coup.
And the vizier, who was openly wearing one of the emblems on his chest.
You might be getting a pepper delivery, Thaco.
That might be interesting. So, we did leave off at that point where you guys were heading back to your rooms to discuss how you're going to go about your multiple missions.
That's right, because our friend, the artist, was gonna... Yeah, when we sent a missive, I remember that, we sent a missive, but I don't believe we'd received a reply, or had we?
Not that I'm aware of. Maybe... I don't recall what the missive was.
It was a letter of introduction to the master of the house on East End so we could gain access to it.
That's right. Because you guys couldn't make entry, the guards barred you from doing that.
Yes.
I didn't get a chance to watch all of it. I was skimming over it to make sure I got the crib notes right.
No worries. I was bits and pieces for me too.
All right.
Me too.
And no, you have not had a missive returned to you, as it hasn't even been a full day yet. So, we will say, for argument's sake, that unless there's anything you want to do in the middle of the night, you guys wake in the morning.
I would like to sleep during the middle of the night.
I think I can allow that.
Okay. I wanted to double check. I didn't want to overstep my bounds.
Right.
You never.
I'm a brat. We know it.
All right. So morning rolls around. There is yet no missive. And the day is yours.
Well, we also checked in with the Master of Whispers. I remember that. I'm kind of itching for a bit of a fight. I wonder if there's any way we could I don't know. Wait, that's right. Ash was supposed to be the one in charge of this endeavor. Because I vaguely remember Ash saying, I'm going to enjoy making you a slave. And I was like, haha, you wish, that kind of thing, because he's an elf and you know how they are.
Ash was in charge.
Mm-hmm. So I will make sure to go ask Ash, good morning, Master. What could I possibly... is there anything you need this morning? Would you like some cheese?
Get out.
Is that an order, Master?
Get out.
I slowly walk to the door and leave. This is so therapeutic.
And Ront, just so I can be official on this, that is a 1. Grouch Couch! How's it going,
Grouch
Dirk?
Couch! Enjoy the beer koozies.
Have you tried out the new die yet? We just got done giving Grouch Couch their late birthday party. It was 4 dice bags and a brand new die to replace the one that shafted them. And apparently they rather enjoyed their gifts, so I'm very happy with that.
Good.
Of course, their first thought was, hey, dice bag. No, beer koozie.
I'm good with this.
I think
Multi-level
that's awesome.
marketing.
I think that's awesome.
Or multi-facet marketing.
However, I do have to say, Turk, as soon as she saw beer koozie, her next thought was, oh, wait, I think I can actually make those. So you sent her off down a rabbit hole now. So yes, Ash, you are being accosted by your soon-to-be slave. Oh, don't apologize, Turk. We think that's awesome. And you've missed it. I've actually had to do 3 shots of Fireball now because 3 fireballs have gone off. I'm getting very familiar with that flavor. So yes, Ash, how are you going to go about this morning as one of your plans seems to already be in motion?
Well, considering we haven't gotten the missive yet, at this moment, after I've shooed her out of my room, I'm gonna go take a bath.
Okay. Any of the rest of you?
I want to wait and listen outside Ash's door to see when Ash leaves the room, so I can. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, I want that.
We're gonna have to try that now.
Yeah,
thank you for the tip.
like that's hot. Thank you. I lost my train of thought because now I want drunk apple pie. I want to wait till Ash leaves and then like short sheet his bed because that's a classic, and kids these days don't know what it's like to short sheet a bed.
Oh,
Gonna short sheet it because you're short.
Turk, we've had the German the German chocolate cake shot, So the trust me, it works thing, we understand, because there is something about sucking on a lemon and all of a sudden tasting German chocolate cake that just blows your mind.
Yeah, Twiz has some pretty interesting shot recipes that should not taste like what they taste like. You're like, oh, this is gonna be disgusting, and they're like, huh, that was good.
Yeah, I don't understand the German chocolate cake one because
you don't taste anything, and then you bite the lemon, and you're like, oh, there's cake in my mouth.
And then there's also citrus alcohol in the shot itself. None of that should make German chocolate cake.
No,
but it's insane. So
now I want one. Thanks, guys.
Jeffrey, what are you up to?
But you can actually get them.
I'm just waiting.
You're just waiting? You're gonna chill out in your room?
Yep.
Okay.
Until someone tells me what to do.
And
see, you're a good slave. I'm not.
Katie?
I've had practice. You're scary.
Katie, you said you're messing with Ash's room. Keita, what are you up to?
I'm gonna go find my sister, which, if she's short-sheeting Ash's bed, I guess I'm gonna help.
Okay, so the two of you short folk are short-sheeting Ash's bed. And Ash, you make your way into the bathhouse. It is, as you haven't noticed, but that being this your first time there, very empty compared to the last time you were there.
That's okay.
There's only one other person in the bathhouse with you.
Who is it?
Somebody you've never met before, and they're on the opposite side of the bath from you.
What race are they?
They are human.
Okay. Do I recognize them from anywhere in the...
You've never met them before.
Okay.
And they are doing the classic, just lounge back, head back. You swear in about 5 minutes they're going to be snoring.
As long as I can see them still breathing, I don't care.
If there's a TV, turn it off and they'll go, we were still watching that.
Yep.
You
I was
look
looking
over
for
and it's
cracks in
Eric.
my eyelid.
Yeah.
Ash, you look over and it's Eric.
I'm gonna drown him.
Right?
Oh my.
I just got tired of that bird incessantly squawking at me. I had to take a bath. So yeah, about 20 minutes passes and you guys are finished short sheeting the bed. What are you guys going to do?
I'm gonna go back to my room and wait for orders.
Okay.
So much for being a beautiful goddess.
New world, different mind.
I can't remember what we were told by the Master of Whispers.
The Master of Whispers said that he was going to do a little bit of work for you guys to see what he could find out, but in return for that work, he needed the magic carpet.
That's right.
Okay. I remember now.
You know, for as long as it's been, we did pretty good remembering.
Yes, you did. I'm very
Must
proud
be a
of you.
good story. Thank you. You're proud of us?
That is what I just said.
Tell me more.
I'll take a cheeseburger, medium rare, more rare than medium, some fries, and a large choke. That would be medium rare.
Wait.
Gotcha. I could actually do that for you, Krabby, if I had a grill.
You know, if I get you a grill, does that mean we can have a cookout?
Yes, I would not have a problem grilling.
Done.
I want to get a little grill so that I can put it on my deck.
Eventually, once I finish building my deck, I'm going to have a brick grill.
Oh, that was cool.
So, we'll say another 15 minutes passes. Ash, your bath has been about a half an hour now.
You're getting wrinkly.
I'm gonna get out and go back to my room.
You get to your room and you notice that the room is spick and span, clean as a whistle, but your bed looks a little goofy.
able to tell.
Mm-mm. Not if it's done right.
Oh, fair enough. I'll give you that. Both of you roll me a performance.
So glad I went into Bard.
Ooh.
Oh,
I just realized I don't have my character sheet.
Oh my god.
But it's an 18 on the die.
Well, you know, I have this beautiful overlay that has that information.
Yeah. Will you send me a picture of my character sheet, Zacho?
Oh, good lord. D&D Beyond is a wonderful thing. That's why I gave it to you guys.
This is why I was born cute.
Actually, you know what? I don't have her character sheet. I don't know where you put her.
In the folder that says Sam S&M?
She's not in there.
Wrong folder.
Then I don't know. Hold on, let me check the beautiful overlay.
You can't do it on your phone, I thought?
I didn't think so, but I'm trying.
I think you have to do it on the
Found her.
folder.
Somehow she got put in the miscellaneous folder.
Well,
Your performance modifier is 0.
Well then, 17.
And for your sister?
14.
All right, between the two of you, you guys do a very good job at short sheeting the bed without it being noticed.
Although, knowing that Kita was just in my room this morning would make me a little suspicious because I know her.
Roll me a perception.
I got a nat 20, so that would be 23.
Yeah, you notice something off about the bed, but you're not quite sure what.
Knock knock. Zaka, you got a visitor.
Yeah, I'm trying to get your character sheet.
I love you. Look at all the things you have to do. Look how needed you are. Crabby fireballs the door.
Enter.
Okay, he's distracted. What are we gonna do to screw with the game today?
Yes.
All of the above.
Anything and
So,
everything.
as soon as he comes back, like, just mouth the words. Don't actually speak.
You realize he can probably hear all this, right?
He's not paying attention. Trust me.
She would know if
Daddy.
anyone would know.
Ah!
Hi.
That's scared. Oh, peppers! Yay! That scared me a
Some
little
of
bit.
them are going to be hotter than others.
That's good. That's fine by me.
Where do you want them?
Put them by the turtle cage.
Okay.
That was our. For those of you who saw the face pop on screen, that was our fellow Ront.
Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to try fireballing again.
It's on a longer cooldown than that.
Darn.
Hi, Big Weezy.
Take care. Thank you for the chilies.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, so your character sheet is on its way.
Hey, Spooky Sprinkles.
Spooky! How are
Hey,
you, young lady?
Spooky.
And a Wheezy. Wheezy's here.
Hey, Wheezy!
Oh. Alright. So, yeah, you don't notice exactly what's going on with your bed, but you do know that you didn't make it, and this bed is put together extremely well. We are wonderful, Wheezy. I am so very happy you could make it, and I'm not at the end of a show.
Right?
Or right when we're going to break. You have some of the most epic timing.
I mean, it's just saying it wouldn't be super unusual for a servant to have come in and cleaned the room.
Right, that's why I'm saying she can't quite make out what it is, but this room is a lot better prepared than what it was when you left.
Especially such an attentive and, wonderfully well-trained slave.
Uh-huh.
I can't straight face it, you guys, I'm sorry.
I know you can't. I'm actually going to go over to the bed and just check it out, because if something does look even a little bit off, knowing her, she either did something or she roped her sister into helping her with something. Because I know those two. They're troublemakers. They've been troublemakers from the start.
It's a bed.
Housekeeping?
The bed is made. The bed is made well. Not much more you can see right now without tearing your bed apart.
And there's no sign that either one of them have been in my room.
You know, there's definitely a sign. Your room is spick and span.
Yes, but that it was those two specifically, or just Katie specifically.
That would be your. You could say it's either them, or either Katie or another servant. But normally the servants don't arrive that early, so it kind of narrows down your guesses.
I'm gonna tear apart the bed then.
There is nothing wrong with the bed.
That's fine. If she did my bed, I'm just gonna undo it anyways, so.
Okay. You now have a disheveled bed.
My main thing right now is just waiting for the missive to come.
Okay. What are the rest of you three up to then?
Putting together the shrapnel that was my soul.
Right?
Or wait, no. Doesn't affect me anymore. Okay, moving on.
It's been easily 45 minutes and nobody's come to say hi or anything to you, Jeffrey?
I will go find Jeffrey.
Well, I'm waiting to see what Jeffrey's going to do because 45 minutes has passed.
Well, we're supposed to be waiting for that letter to come, so I don't know what else to do.
You had the missive. You also had the idea of getting a meeting going together with the Sultan, and there was also talk of going down to the slave trade.
Well, I'm not keen on the slave trade thing, but and I sure in the hell ain't gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go find the rest of the group because sitting here by myself is boring, and I've ate so many grapes. I don't want to get sick again.
Right. So who are you going to find first?
Ooh.
No underscore.
And it's on cooldown right now, so.
Darian, but I can't remember her name in the game.
Ash.
Ash. I'm gonna go find Ash.
The ash hat. Ash butt.
Knock, knock, knock.
Be a nice
There's
guy.
a knock at your door.
Yeah?
Hello, can I come in?
Come on in, Jeffrey.
All right, thank you.
Sure, let the house elf in. Why don't you give him a sock while you're at it? Sorry, not there.
Do you know what we are going to do? Maybe we should go look and look at the house again, maybe, or do something, because we don't even know if they're going to actually send us a missive back. They could just ignore it.
True, they could.
I mean, I get that if we leave, then we won't know if it came, but sitting here and waiting for something that we don't know if it's going to come.
Yeah,
I think we need to figure out what we want to do. Maybe we need to get the other two in here and actually figure out, like, otherwise I'm going to go eat grapes and I'm going to get sick again.
So Ash has an 11. Kita has an 8.
Yep. Yeah,
Which is
let's go.
better than what it could have been.
This is true.
Smashy gnome.
Smashing them, get it.
Oh.
That's because I'm twice as good as the others.
No, that's because you have the good set of dice. So it has to be even out.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
I think I'm going to increase the amount of those.
Because it's amazing.
Well, and that because, we get 4 of them used right away, so I have a few more used later.
I have a thought, so I'm also gonna try and go find Ash, because I was thinking, and it didn't hurt, but I realized there's a big flaw in our plan. And I don't know why someone's random message that broke me made me think of that, but it did.
Okay. So
Thanks, Bard.
You're welcome.
Brat.
So there is now a Jeffrey in Ash's room when you show up, and the bed is disheveled.
Would I still have been with you by this point, Katie?
Probably.
We'll leave that up to you.
I would say yes.
Okay. I'm not even going to show a hint that there's anything wrong with the bed.
Not reacting at all.
Okay.
Ash, I was thinking, we have a problem. We didn't think this through. Well, we're going under the guise that the rest of us are your slaves, right?
Yeah.
There's enough of us that know that we're not. However, isn't it common practice to lose yourself to slavery in combat? So what if we staged a mock fight? Well, it would have to be a mock fight because I'd lose to you. And that's how I end up becoming your slave. Because if it was a real fight, you might get hurt. But we could fake it. And I make it real convincing like and everything.
Oh, you just want a whole bunch of those smites stacked on top of each other, don't you?
No, because that would probably kill her.
And?
I'm okay with this too. I see no downside. Just let me like grip the bed rail first. I hear that's helpful.
Oh
So-
my.
Yeah. An exclamation that maybe somebody needs to lose in a mock fight.
I'm just saying that there's enough people that have seen us as traveling companions and party members that it wouldn't... A little truth to leaven the lie, as it were.
It would make it a lot more believable.
Well, it was already believable for Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Because
just,
he's a goblin now.
right. I disguised myself using my hat of disguise.
I'm not very disguisable. It's my personality. It's bigger than my shirt. It doesn't work as a disguise that way.
Mock.
The analogy didn't make sense, but I'm gonna run with it like it did.
That's your personality? I thought you were just throwing a tantrum.
I'm sorry, Krabby Tear's not here today.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
it would make it a lot more believable, especially with how many people know how stubborn and strong-minded you are.
And I mean, this way they might respect your prowess even more as a fighter. Because I heard some of them talking about how you don't have a beard and facial hair, and it apparently there's some issue with that, and I don't want them questioning your manliness.
I'm gonna turn my head and point at my ears. This is why I can't grow facial hair.
I understand that. I'm from your world, remember, but they don't understand that. I'm just trying to help you, Master.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this campaign is so good for my soul. Okay.
Father, all morning to help me.
So maybe we should talk to one of the guards and see if there's a place we could have a combat and make it seem like we're legitimately arguing about something.
Oh, I'm sure we could find something that we could actually legitimately argue about.
Yeah, like your housekeeping skills. This place is a wreck. Get a maid.
I'm not
sorry, I can't. Alright, so should we ring the bell?
Yep.
Ring, ring.
Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling.
My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling.
I married you, so it's my ding-a-ling.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! The timing of that was epic. Singing My Ding-a-Ling as we get rated. Alright. So as you ring the bell for the Blue Box Raid! Hello, Blue
Hey,
Box.
Blue
Thank
Box,
you so
thank
much for
you.
bringing, holy smokes, 18 viewers with you.
Ah,
That is a lot of people. Hello, welcome. This is Dragons in the Dining Room, and you guys just unleashed a horde of goblins on the Sultan's city. Congratulations for causing mayhem. Thank you.
They
Hey, mayhem and chaos.
that song.
as you guys ring that little bell to get the servant to come to your quarters, you hear a different bell, a much louder bell, a klaxon, if you will. And you notice that, thank you very much for the sub. And with that sub, because you did that, you get to choose something unique about one of the goblins that's raiding. We've had goblins carrying blankies and tissues, keeping social distance. We've had goblins wielding magic paintbrushes. We had one with a baby crocodile pet. Whatever you want. Something fun. Give us something unique about one of the goblins. The klaxon goes off, and you hear the sound of metal striking stone and guards hurrying about. The servant pokes his head in, and as he's poking his head in, starts swiveling about, looking about. Oh, good Lord. Make it quick. I'm going to have to go and help, because it appears that the slave quarters is having troubles. That klaxon is slaves escaping.
Oh, let's go help then.
We can talk about whatever it is later. Let's go help.
A goblin is wearing a onesie.
All right. Now, are we talking like a leotard onesie? Are we talking about one of those onesies that has the butt flap on it?
Butt flap.
Butt flap onesie? All right.
Like walking in my winter underwear.
Walking in your winter underwear. All right. It will be plaid, and it will look like overalls. So he's wearing plaid overall onesies with a butt flap. There we go.
But one half of the overall has to be unhooked.
Oh,
just
perfect. So you got one butt cheek hanging out?
No, at the top.
Overall, not the butt.
Oh, so it's hanging off like this, so he's showing off one half goblin boob?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like legitimate redneck farmer goblin butt flap.
Perfect.
Half of the butt flap open is funnier, though.
I do too.
Why not both?
All right, so you
On
guys...
opposite sides.
Yes.
Perfect. So
This
off-
side. That side.
Okay. No, it's number 3. It's number 3, Krabby. It's number 3. So you guys head out, and you see as a small contingency of guards are running out toward the exit of the Sultan's palace. You guys are following in tow?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. As you guys head
I'll
out...
take my axe out.
All right. As you guys head out, you realize that there is going to be a bit of a jaunt to get to the slave quarters, as you have to exit the Sultan's palace and head off towards the eastern side of town. You run out, and as you start catching up, you notice that there is pandemonium in the streets. People are running in all directions. The guards from the Sultan's palace quickly start rallying all these people and directing them down certain thoroughfares. It's difficult to make your way through. As you start pushing your way through the crowd, making your way toward the slave quarters, it becomes very easily apparent that there is indeed an uproar happening in the slave quarters. And as you round a corner and the crowd starts to disperse more, as most of these people have escaped, you see about half a dozen humans, dwarves, and tieflings cowering in various places, and you see 4 very large men in half plate with rancors and whips trying to keep these goblins in check. All of the goblins wearing the bracelets and collars that denote slaves, and these goblins are everywhere. You see that they have battered and beaten down a number of the slave owners, and some of them are trying to break down other cages, some of them are trying to run. It is calamity at its finest. And
I have mixed feelings about this scene.
Blue Box, because you did show up a little bit late, but I saw that. You have the option to make a custom goblin here. We have one wearing a redneck plaid onesie, overall pajama thing. If you want to make a unique one, go for it. You have a moment here. I'm going to need initiative from everybody.
Wow, Sam,
Oh,
you
I-
weren't kidding.
Uh-huh. But did you remember to use your 2?
Mother, father, sister, brother. I just rolled a 20.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be fine. It'll be good. It's great, great stuff. I'll use that too.
Ranger's looking at you.
I got to reload Twitch.
All right, so we will go down the line here. Jeffrey.
17.
Katie.
That would be a 5 for me.
Ash.
12.
And Kita.
17 as well.
Ooh.
Which one of you two has the higher dex?
Probably me. I have a 20 for my dex.
Yeah, you're definitely beat me.
All right. So again, you see all of these goblins running about, causing mayhem. There is one that, unlike the rest of them, has more clothing, but is not wearing it very appropriately. Butt flap hanging open, shoulder strap hanging down.
For the farm!
Thank you for the follow. And Kita.
Pages.
Kita, it is your go.
My go? Oh, okay. Not
Pat
thrilled about
66.
this, but trying to make a point here. So just to double check with my party quick, we are trying to stop them from escaping, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Not happy about it, but yeah.
Then I am going to cast Longstrider on my sister.
Woo!
Okay.
So,
He said okay, and I said woo!
okay. So for the next hour, your speed is increased by 10 feet.
Oh, yeah!
I am also going to draw my dagger.
But do you have quill and ink? Sorry, not sorry. Little sorry.
You're not sorry. And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty.
Lissa.
So that will
You
bring
said
us
my
then
name.
to Jeffrey.
Is there a goblin that's close enough to me that I can get to that's attacking somebody else?
Yes, we'll say there's one within 30 feet of you.
Okay, well then I'm going to run up to him and swing at him with my scimitar.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Yikes. And I'm not going to hit him.
What'd you roll?
So sure.
I rolled a 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that does not hit as he scrambles up on top of a wagon just as you go to swing.
And then I'm just going to stand there.
Alrighty. Which brings us to a number of the goblins who are starting to surround one of the larger folk with the half plate. And they get the drop on him. And if you've ever seen the movie Gremlins, it's very much like Gremlins as they just pile on top of him, smashing him with their little maniacal hands. And they do a hefty chunk of damage. He looks like he is succumbing to the big old mass of goblins on him. His foot slips and you watch as he drops to a knee. Ash.
I'm going to move up till I am close enough, till I am 60 feet away from the nearest goblin. And
that covers the majority of goblins from where you're standing.
Okay, then I'm gonna Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Because it reduces their speed.
Okay.
It's only a 9.
You fire off that ray of frost, and with as crazy as things are here, the beam just barely misses hitting anything, and you watch as there's a small amount of permafrost that slams into a wall behind everything. Anything else?
I'm gonna take out my sword, and at this point I basically just want to try and, like, you know how Master Scott can herd kids into the corner by not touching them?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Alright. The other goblins, another set of goblins you can see is tearing at a cage, and it's hard to see what's in that cage, but you can see that they're working very hard at trying to get it open or broken. And you hear a very solid crack as this group of goblins manages to strip the door off of this cage. And as that happens, you hear a guttural war cry.
Oh boy.
And from a crouched position, you watch as a hobgoblin stands up, stretches his shoulders, and starts looking around.
For half a second, I got excited that maybe somehow it was a guard just saying.
Right, he wouldn't be that tall. Another set is going after a guard, and they do a decent job at attacking him. Oh, this one is taken off his feet and knocked to the ground as you watch them swarm over him. He's still flailing, but he has succumbed to the goblins on him. A large group of them starts running towards you all. They get up to Jeffrey, and Jeffrey, being the nimble little thing that he is, manages to avoid getting struck by any of them. Which brings us to Katie.
Yeah. I am going to rage. Wah! And I am going to lunge forward at. Am I within range of the one that was just bore down by the goblins?
No, he's about 40 feet away. Well, no, you got Long Strider, so yes.
That would give me 35 movement because I have 25.
Okay, you'd be within 5. You'd be about 10 feet away from him at full movement.
What about the other one that just went to a knee?
He's even further away. You'd be about 15 feet from him at full movement.
Okay. What about the hobgoblin? Like, am I within range of any of them with my 35?
The only ones that you're going to definitely be in range of are the ones that have started approaching Jeffrey.
Well then I will move to protect Jeffrey, and I will run and go, ah, and I am going to polo swing one of these suckers with my hammer.
Alright.
I have an axe. It's an axe. Want to see? And that is a, woo! It is a lot to hit. It's a 20 lot.
That will hit.
Perfect. And I am raging.
Yes, you are.
Yes, I am. Thank you for my character sheet again. That's fantastic. Right
Did it
now.
actually go through?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Thank you. That's 13 points of damage.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
If that one's still alive, is it?
That one is still alive.
All right, then I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay. Now, mind you, I'm treating these as groups of goblins. There are roughly 5 of them approaching Jeffrey and you now.
Woohoo!
I believe you.
You need to come with them because that's the second one in like 5 minutes, and I didn't get to use my first one. Guess what it is?
It's a 1.
No. Higher. Guess again.
2.
2. No. Guess again.
Roll your damage.
It is indeed a 20.
It's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 plus. That's 24. 24 damage.
All right, and that one succumbs to injuries.
And then I roar menacingly.
They are paying attention to you now. Which brings us to the
Come get me,
last set of
you
goblins, and these goblins scatter. You can see as they're starting to climb walls and whatnot, trying to take off into the city.
Okay, I'm not pursuing. I wanted to make sure that I was in between
No,
Jeffrey and the other ones.
The ones that have collapsed in on Jeffrey are still there. There's another
Okay.
group of goblins that are starting to scatter through the streets.
Copy. Got it.
There's quite a few goblins here. That brings us back to the top of the round. Kita, you just watched as a number of goblins started scattering off into the city. Your sister jumped into the fray with a group of them around Jeffrey. One guard got taken down, another one is on his knees, and a hobgoblin just appeared.
Cool. How far away is the hobgoblin?
About 50 feet.
Great. You know what? Actually, okay. First things first. I'm gonna hide because as long as there's somebody, medium or larger, I can hide behind them. Cause halfling.
There's also a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
Oof. Dirty 20.
Okay.
And then
No, and then.
I'm debating. You know what? I am going to drop my dagger and pull out my short bow,
Okay.
and I'm gonna start shooting the ones that are trying to climb the walls.
Okay. Roll a hit.
And because I'm stealth, I should have an advantage, right?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Good, because that was only 7. Ooh, that was better. 23 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Cool. And that is 86 plus 3 more d6. 5, 10, 14, 17 plus 22 points of piercing damage.
You catch this guy and it drops him to the ground, but he's still moving.
I know I didn't state it for this one, but I'm trying to more incapacitate them.
Which is why I worked with what I did.
Okay. I'm not necessarily aiming to kill because that might not go over well.
Right. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Jeffrey.
I'm
There
gonna.
are 4 goblins surrounding you, and they are swinging.
Well, I'm gonna swing back. But Katie's in front of me, right?
Katie is by you, yes.
So I can. I'm going to swing with my scimitar. Hopefully this time I can hit something.
You can do it. I believe in you.
16.
16? Yes, that will connect.
1d6 plus 3, 2, 5, and then a d4. So 5 slashing and 4 lightning.
9 points of damage. Okay. Anything else from you?
Then I'm going to attempt to hide behind Katie.
Okay.
I didn't do a very good job.
What did you roll?
A 4.
Yeah. you got behind her, but there's 5 goblins around you. You don't do a very good job at not being seen.
I tried.
The group of goblins that is on top of the one that dropped to a knee, they are doing a very handy job at beating on this guy. However, at this point in time, he's managed to right himself and is defending himself. He is bloodied up some, and the goblins are going to town on him. Ash,
How far away is this guy from me?
you haven't moved yet. He's about 55 feet away.
I want to move up 40 feet. That's
Okay.
full movement. And then on 2 of the goblins, I want to cast Bane at 2nd level.
Okay.
2 of the goblins.
It succeeds.
5 Goblins also happens to be the name of a nice tavern one town over.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
They have some of the best orcish ale at 5 Goblins down in the...
Heck yeah.
So what does Bane do?
Up to 3 creatures of your choice that you can see within range must make charisma saving throws. Whenever a target that fails a saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay. And how long does that last?
It does not say, but it's a concentration spell up to a minute.
So it lasts a minute
Fair.
until you lose concentration.
When you cast this spell using a slot of 2nd level or higher, you can target 1 additional creature for each slot level above 1st.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, my goal is to get to that guard.
All right. You guys hear a wrenching sound, the sound of steel twisting, and the hobgoblin now has one of the shafts from his prison in his hand as he's wielding it like a metal club, and approaches one of the other guards and swings at him with a major amount of ferocity and just barely crits him.
Ooh.
Just
You-
barely crits him.
Just barely crits him. The die kind of went, ding.
That was a good sound effect.
And he does... You watch as this guard's shoulder just drops to a weird angle from getting smashed by this metal pole. Which brings us to the goblins that were breaking him free. They are all now carrying various refuse from the piles, metal pieces and wooden pieces, and they're running off into the fray. They go after the 4th guard. And that guard was ready for it, manages to defend himself against that group. The group that's going after the guard on the ground is pummeling on him, and he's doing a good job at defending himself as well. Rolling about. The last group, the one that is around Katie and Jeffrey, they start going to town on you guys. Katie,
Yeah.
does a 16 hit?
I don't believe so. Let me double check my handy dandy character sheet here. I want to say. No, it does not. It's 17 for me.
Okay, and Jeffrey does a 16 hit.
Nope.
Wow,
All
I'm
right.
having a good night with the loot hordes.
All right, so they start swinging at you guys, and through a little bit of dancing and parrying, you guys make sure that you do not take any damage. Katie, it is your turn.
All right. I am going to continue on where I am and try and work my way from the goblins where I'm at to where's the hobgoblin from me?
He is to your left, probably about 35 feet away.
Perfect. Actually, I'm gonna rush the hobgoblin.
All right.
So I know I'll probably take some AOs, but I want to try and keep the attention on me.
You do take a couple of AOs. You
Alright.
manage to take 8 points of damage.
All right, is that halved or no?
No.
Okay. All right, and then I want to swing at this hobgoblin.
All right.
That is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. And that does nice max damage. 17 points of damage.
You have his attention.
And then I want to hit him again.
Okay.
And this is a ooh, that might not hit. Hold on. That is only a 10 to hit.
That does not connect with him as he spins around, wildly swinging the metal pipe at you and manages to catch you mid-swing.
All right, and then I want to, as a bonus action, I want to try and intimidate him.
Okay.
And that is that's only a 12 to intimidate him.
He is looking at you with the hatred of 1,000 suns.
Ah! I respond.
The group of goblins that is trying to escape, you watch as one of the goblins stops. And he happens to be wearing clothing, turns, looks down at all of you, and starts hurling the nearest thing to him, which happens to be a bucket. And...
Bucket.
Yeah, a bucket.
Is there
And he rolls a natural 20.
Ooh.
And it's being hurled toward Jeffrey. I need a dex save from Jeffrey.
19.
19. Wonderful. As this bucket goes hurling toward you, it does indeed hit you. And as it explodes, you have the wherewithal to dive out of the way, as this bucket is filled with something not very healthy. And it splatters all over the place. You manage to dive out of the way before you are covered in this refuse. However, it is now smelling to high heaven in this area.
Good.
Great.
We'll say that happens. Kita, it is now your turn, and it is beginning to smell in your general vicinity.
Yeah, I'm gonna move away from the smell,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hide again.
Behind what?
Person, box, whatever I can.
Alright, there are no persons in the area to hide behind, so you're hiding behind some of the boxes of stuff.
Okay, I'm small, so.
I understand.
But that's a 16
Okay.
for stealth. And I'm going to shoot at another one of the goblins climbing the wall.
2 of the goblins that were trying to escape have managed to make their way to an alleyway. There are 3 that are still visible. One of them is the one you shot. One of them just threw the bucket, and another one is heading off toward the north.
The other one's heading off where?
To the north.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot the one heading off to the north.
Alrighty, roll
And
to
I'm
hit.
gonna shoot with a cold arrow.
Okay, roll to hit.
Gabs.
Again,
Yeah,
you're
let's
look-
do this.
You're looking to disable, not destroy?
Yeah, but technically I have advantage, don't I? Because stealth.
You rolled a nat 20. I don't think you need any more advantage than that.
Okay, it was only a 17. But yeah, so nat 20. So that would be.
She's not looking to kill, so a super nat 20 wouldn't work in this area. Otherwise, it would be an instant gib.
Well, because right off the bat, that's 18, 24,
What do you want?
28, 33 points of damage. Plus.
Can you not lay on my arm?
34. Oh my gosh, wait. 35. 39.
I can hear the cat purring.
Can you?
Yeah, it's awesome.
47.
Your shot flies, and it's like that cinematic moment where the arrow goes through, a goblin runs by, and the arrow just brushes past his head. The swing of the hammer and metal spike at the same time connect, and between the two of them, the arrow continues to travel. And as it hits the goblin that's running to the north, it comes at just the right angle where you hamstring this thing perfectly.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ow.
And it drops to the ground, reeling in pain.
It's not going anywhere.
Nope.
Ooh.
Anything else from you, Katie?
You mean Kita?
No, Kita. Yeah, that's what I meant.
No. That'll be it for me.
Jeffrey.
I'm gonna swing at the ones that are right next to me.
It is beyond putrid where you're standing. I need you to roll me a Constitution save.
22.
You managed to hold it in. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Blech.
Can you not hook your claws into my pants, please?
15.
Sorry.
That is going to
It
connect.
happens.
It'd be fine if it was your claws. At least yours are easy to take off.
Ooh. Challenge accepted.
5 slashing, 1 lightning.
You are so.
All right, and another one falls.
Another one bites dust.
And another one.
Anything else from you, Jeffrey?
Nope. Because if I move, they're gonna hit me.
All right.
No, I can actually. I can use a bonus action just to engage. I'm going to move.
Okay, where are you headed?
I'm going to go to Katie, or near Katie, to be able to hit the hobgoblin as well.
Okay. So you take off, heading that direction. You're about 10 feet away from her.
Okay.
The goblins that were around you turn and give chase. And they connect with you.
I disengage. They can't connect with me.
It's their
Unless it's
turn.
their turn. Okay, got it.
It's their turn. They're giving you chase.
Got it.
Yeah, they didn't get an AO. They just decided to follow you.
Okay.
And you take 14 points of damage.
What do you want?
As
The internet can see my butt from a cat.
of the 3 of them that were attacking you, 2 of them managed to catch you in a cross attack.
Okay. Because I have a... Is my bonus action a reaction?
No, a reaction is a
Because
reaction.
I have a reaction when I have my scimitar out that adds 2 to my AC, which makes it 20.
I rolled a natural 20.
Well, you didn't say that, so I didn't know. So.
Sorry, I thought I
Got
did.
it.
I thought I did. I'm sorry. Yeah, you
Otherwise,
rolled a
I-
nat 20, so they
Yeah,
critically
no,
hit
I
you.
hit. Yep.
The hobgoblin turns and swings this metal pipe at Katie.
is gonna hurt if it hits me.
It does hit you.
Ow.
It's a 19.
Ooh.
And he roars with an enormous amount of savagery, doing 11 points of damage to you.
Alright.
Hey, Jaded.
Hey, Jaded.
Hated.
The group of goblins that had set him free hear that roar, turn, look, and decide to collapse in on you. You are now surrounded by 6 goblins and
Bring
a
it on.
hobgoblin.
Yeah.
And that is a 19 on a die.
Ooh. Yeah, that might hit me. A little bit. I turn to the side so they get, they don't hit the good side of my face.
Your precious smuggling career.
Yeah, that was over before it started, so we'll just go with the barbarian instead.
As you take another 18 points of damage.
I'm okay with this because I have to half it as a barbarian. Like, oh.
The group that is on the still standing guy
Cat butt.
misses him, strange as it may be. And it is now Katie's turn.
Oh, I'm not happy that this thing hit me back after I hit it first, so I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay.
How dare you hit me after I hit you first?
Right? The nerve!
Rude.
That is a 21 to hit.
That is going to connect.
Perfect. And that is 9 damage to the hobgoblin.
Okay.
Is it hit it, baby, one more time, not hit me? So technically we're safe. Right? Are we safe?
Yes.
Okay. Second one is a 17 to hit the hobgoblin.
That will connect.
Alright, and that one is it's a little bit better. That is 15 damage to him.
All right, and with that one, you manage to connect with him, and he drops.
I look at the other goblins around me and I roar menacingly at them.
They do not seem
Oh.
very pleased with the turn of events.
Undoubtedly not. That's what happens when you hit me back after I hit you the first time. Cheeky little bastards.
The one goblin that was running off is taken care of. He's taken care of. So the one that's wearing clothing starts skirting the edge and grabs another bucket to throw as he saw the response that was given. And he chucks it again.
He's just a little butthead.
And... Katie,
No, not the face.
roll me a dexterity save.
Not my cake. 15 plus 6, 21.
Alright, you managed to avoid
Woo!
getting splashed by the refuse in this bucket, but the entire area is now covered in this refuse.
Blech,
Fuck.
blech, blech.
If only we had a wizard.
And that brings us up to Kita.
Out of nowhere, we get Fizzban. Prestidigitation, prestidigitation, prestidigitation. That's better.
I miss Fizzban.
I do too, so much. We need to have a campaign where we just have all of our miscellaneous, not often played characters.
You want me to grab my folder? You know, the one that's about this thick?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Kita.
Campaign where we have to play all the characters we've ever created.
Oh my god, no!
I wouldn't be able to. I have over 30 characters.
You better
Can you
start
imagine?
organizing.
Tyr, Fizzban, and Utgar drinking in a tavern with Eric as the bartender.
Yes.
I want this. I demand it.
I was gonna
Kita.
say, recently played characters would be probably the ones to choose, Joe.
I'm going to aim my next arrow at the poop flinger
Okay.
after I hide first.
Okay.
And that was a nat 20 to hide, so 31.
All right.
Holy
You
dang, girl.
vanish from sight.
And I'm gonna shoot my bow.
Oh, actually, you know, Krabby's got a point there.
Yeah. He's played
oh,
Strahd
yeah.
too.
Krabby, shh.
No and
Gabs.
holy shiz! What? You guys.
Holy crap.
I have to check because this one's flinging poop. I'm not feeling as merciful.
Okay.
Okay, it wasn't a second nat 20 on my arrow,
Okay.
but it was a nat 20 on my arrow.
Okay.
So that's
Oh.
what did I say for the first? 18, 24, 28. Brain. 33 for the base. 33,
Range.
38, 42, 48, 52, 55 points of damage.
And are you trying to kill this one or disable this one?
This one I'm actually going to try and kill because he's flinging excrement.
He's very dead. He's
That's
pinned,
not hygienic.
He's pinned to a wall.
I pause to golf clap.
That brings us to Jeffrey.
You
I'm gonna swing at the one next to me.
All right.
Can I just say I'm slightly disappointed in Jeffrey because his last name's Toebiter and he hasn't bitten any toes yet.
I don't like them. They don't taste like grape.
Oh, fair point. I redact. Ugh.
19.
19 will definitely connect.
3 plus 6. 6 slashing, 3 lightning.
As you crispy critter this one, but he's still moving. Which brings us to the goblins. As they manage to drag down the one that got back up to his feet and start beating on him. And there is a strange cry of excitement from those goblins.
Uh-oh, they got bloodlust now.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, so the goblins that are attacking Katie do not manage to overcome the stench. So they are swinging at disadvantage.
Oof.
They get a 9 to hit.
Nah, she likes horses, not hitting things.
The other group doesn't do so well. The group that's chasing down Jeffrey, rolling 18 to hit.
That's my armor class.
That ties?
Yes.
Okay, so you managed to avoid taking any damage.
Jeffrey's a beefy little boy.
Mm-hmm.
I also have my dual defense, so if I can bump it to 20. But
Katie, I need you to roll me a Constitution save.
Yeah. Alright, hold on.
technically I should.
It's a 14 plus 5, so it's a 19.
It's not easy, but you managed to contain it. Roll to hit.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know I was attacking.
Well, you're surrounded by goblins.
Fair enough. Alright.
One can assume what your next course of action would be.
Dangerous with a halfling. Unpredictable little shites. That's a 19 to hit. I'm sorry, 18. 18 to hit.
That will still hit.
Alright. And that is 9 damage.
That one seems not very pleased that you smucked him.
Oh, and then I want to do it again.
Okay.
You know, for edification purposes of the goblin.
Okay.
And that is a 15 to hit.
That will hit.
And that is a 8 on the damage.
All right. He looks very, very much displeased with being bashed on by your axe.
It's a good axe, won't say.
It's
He
a
did.
hammer.
Quite a bit.
It's not a hammer. It's a bloody axe. I just need to sharpen it a bit. We've been over this.
Kita, it is your turn.
Joe, I think you skipped me.
Yes, I did. Ash, it is your turn.
Sorry, Kita. I pulled out my elemental longsword when we
Okay.
started this. I'm gonna start swinging at the goblins in front of me.
Okay.
It's only a 14 to hit.
That still hits.
I mean, they're goblins.
He's doing cold damage.
That's you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'll be right back. I gotta grab my phone charger. I just realized my phone's at like 7%.
That's 13 points of slashing, magical slashing, because
I will
it's
be right back.
Okay.
3 points of cold damage.
Okay. That one looks very tore up from your attack.
Does it look like if I hit it again, it'll die?
Most likely.
Okay, then I want to aim at the next one,
Okay.
because I'm incapacitate them.
Okay.
Does anybody know what powers we have right now? Do we have any known at ones?
I don't have
I do
anything
not
listed.
believe so. I haven't seen any pop.
Well, I mean from the last time we played too.
I don't have anything listed.
Okay, then that's a nat 1.
Okay. So
Which
that one misses completely.
So that'd be a total.
At least it's not DCC.
Right?
Yep.
And now it's Katie's turn and she ran away.
No, she already went.
But she did. Kita's turn.
Yeah. Let's see. I am going to hide.
Okay.
Ooh. That would be a 29.
Okay.
And I am going to shoot at the hobgoblin if it's still standing.
The hobgoblin is dead.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. Is there one near my sister?
There are 11 near your sister.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot one.
Okay. Or sorry, not 11, 9.
Okay. Well, I shoot one for 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And I'm still using the cold arrows.
All right, I'm back.
So 3 points of cold. 3, 6, 10. Oh my gosh. 15. 20 points of piercing.
Oh, wow. All right. And one's dead.
Because sneak attack.
Yeah.
Anything else, Kita?
No, that's it.
Alrighty, Jeffrey.
I'm gonna
You watch
swing
as
it.
one of the goblins near you drops with an arrow sticking out of it.
Sweet. And I miss.
And you miss. Oh no.
Got a 3.
Yeah, that didn't work so well.
He was too distracted by my glorious
I'm
shot.
gonna use my bonus action though to where the hell am I at? You
Your
second
bonus
wind.
action to what?
I'm gonna do my bonus action to second wind.
Okay. They don't see the groups that are surrounding Katie all converge in on you. They manage to make their Constitution save, and a 19, 20. Does that hit?
No.
No,
Does that
I'm
have
Katie.
my-
I'm Katie.
Sorry.
On Katie? Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it does.
Itty bitty boy.
Mm-hmm. I have a blanket shark next to me.
All right, so that is. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. 4 and 7 is 11. That is 15 points of damage.
All right.
And the other group rolls even higher. And they do 12 points of damage.
Okay.
The group Ash.
Yes.
It is your turn.
I'm gonna swing again. But I
Okay.
want to. Is this guard still standing?
No, the guard was taken down, and this was the group that gave that weird cry after the guard fell.
Yeah, that's starting to piss me off. Okay, I'm swinging again.
Okay.
It's a 9 to hit.
That does not hit.
I'm swinging again.
Okay.
15.
That will connect.
Another 13 points of slashing, magical slashing.
Was this
And-
the same one that you injured before?
No, the second one I was trying to swing at.
Okay.
And then 1 point of cold damage.
All right. The 3 goblins that you have in front of you, the 2 injured one and the 3rd one, all turn on you and they attack. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
You are struck for 8 points of damage. And the group that's chasing down Jeffrey is doing as well as Jeffrey as they roll a 7 to hit.
There's nights like that where it's like, oh my gosh, I can't hit anything.
It's like 3. Oh my god, why 3?
And Katie, it is your turn. You have, well, technically, yeah, you have 8 goblins surrounding you.
Bring it. I want to swing at one of them.
Okay.
Ooh, halfling luck.
Joe,
What?
Ooh,
that's apple juice, right?
Nope, that is white grape juice.
Okay, well, regardless, it's juice. It's not like vegetable oil. Like my brain's not a pleasant.
No, sorry, I don't need to lubricate myself that much.
Yeah, I know.
Better than what I thought it was.
They don't make beer bottles like this.
right. So I have improved critical, so that's a crit.
Whoop
Okay.
whoop. Jeez me creepers that you guys at down there.
27 damage.
Okay.
Then I want to swing again.
Okay.
Ooh, and that's a 6 to hit.
That does not connect.
Ah! Ugh.
And that brings us to Kita.
Already? Okay.
Did we skip Ash again?
Nope.
Never mind. No, we didn't. We're good.
Again, I'm dealing with these goblins as groups, not as individual.
Copy, copy.
That'd be a lot of rolling that I don't want to do.
I'm going to stealth.
Okay?
Ah! It went off my paper. it's still a dirty 20 to stealth. And I'm going to shoot a normal arrow this time at one of the ones by my sister.
Okay.
26 to hit.
That will connect.
Okay, cool. 4, 7, 8, 13 plus. Okay, 18 points of piercing damage.
That goblin looks very injured. And that brings us to Jeffrey.
I'm gonna swing at the ones that swinging at me.
Alrighty. You have
16.
three. You have 3 surrounding you.
16.
16 will connect.
2 plus 3 is 5 plus 3. So 5 slashing, 3 lightning.
All right, that one drops.
Aha.
Stop hitting me!
And we're gonna do this. Oh, good. You watch as about half a dozen of the goblins break ranks and start running. Katie and Jeffrey, each of you get an attack, opportunity attack.
I missed mine.
18.
You hit.
It's a 9 total for me.
3, 6. 6 slashing, 3 lightning.
All right. That one starts bleeding profusely from the gash that you put in it. Ash, you have 3 goblins that are coming after you, and they are intent on taking you down.
Well, at this point, I'm going to drop Bane, and I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
I'm flipping done with these little jerks. And then I'm gonna swing with my longsword.
Okay.
$18 to hit.
That will hit.
And on that hit, I also want to cast Divine Smite.
Okay.
Oh, don't stop that.
I'm sorry.
It is contagious. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm with it. Okay, we can go to bed early tonight.
I think I've got a total of 6 hours of sleep since we've been down here.
I've been sleeping like every chance I get. I've had like 18 hours of sleep because I'm just like, yeah, you guys go have fun. I'm gonna crash on the couch, and I did.
That couch is pretty comfortable.
Well, I'm on the downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Because it's cooler down here because some people think 70 degrees is cool.
11.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
11 points of magical slashing. 2 points of cold. 5 points of divine smite from divine smite. And plus 2. 4 points of thunder.
This one just vanishes under the surge of power that you sent through it. There's nothing left but a charred smear on the ground.
And then
Glen pate.
I want to look at the rest of the goblins and say, you want to try that again?
There does not seem to be any recognition of the words that you used.
Eh?
And I just want to look at him, and taking a cue from Katie's book, I want to go at him.
Gotcha.
Faces.
I not approvingly your life choices.
Because I'm just so peeved at this point.
Does a 15 hit? Ash.
Yes.
All right. Those two take a swing at you, and you take 3 points of damage. 4. Sorry.
4.
Yep. There is one goblin that is standing between Jeffrey and Katie, and it is frenzied and confused. Jeffrey, odd or even?
Even.
All right, it swings at you
Okay.
with a nat 20,
Ooh.
Okay.
Because I'm the odd one.
as it does 6 points of damage to you.
Oh
And that brings us to Katie.
no. Yeah. Jeffrey, how are you looking? Are you looking okay? You looking kind of rough?
I'm okay because I did that. My
Second
thank you.
win. Gotcha.
yeah, my
All
second.
right.
one.
Well, even taking half damage, these things are starting to hurt. So I'm gonna swing it another one. Because
There is only one left. 6 of them ran away.
Oh, that's right. Because we got a. All right. Well, I'm swinging at the one that's left.
Yep.
Can I get a confirmation? Because I just crit again.
Well, it's
Holy
at
crap.
advantage.
An advantage.
Do it.
That's a 1. Wait. Halfling luck. No, just the regular crit, I guess.
All right, roll your damage.
So that's 12, 17 plus max damage.
All right.
20. Let's see. Yeah, hold on. 12. 17, 27, 29. 29 damage on the first hit.
And you watch as this thing becomes about 2 inches shorter. And then kind of bleh.
Ooh.
I want to use my movement to try and catch up with the rest of them.
They are long gone. When they ran,
Oh.
they double moved.
Okay. Well, then I'm just going to stand there and be like, "Ha!"
There are 2 of them on top of Ash.
Okay, never mind. Then I run towards them.
All right.
My 35 feet.
All right. Kita.
Do I make it to them? Hold
No.
on.
You're just
Oh.
shy.
Well, I consider myself fairly outgoing.
Kita.
That was an excellent one.
I am going to hide and shoot at one of the ones attacking Ash.
Okay.
That's a 14 to hide.
Okay.
Am I sufficiently hidden?
You won't know until you attack.
Well, I am attacking.
All right.
I believe in you.
Okay.
Roll at advantage.
Okay. Halfling luck.
Isn't that a great thing?
That's a 10 to hit.
A 10 hits.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Haha. Haha. 2, 7, 9, 13 plus 5 is 18 points of piercing damage.
All right. And that one drops.
Haha. Haha.
Jeffrey. There is one goblin left, and it is standing off with Ash.
Which is more than 30 feet away, right?
Yeah.
Can I put my scimitar away and take out my short bow and still shoot?
You
Is
can
that too
drop
much?
your scimitar and
I'll
draw.
drop my scimitar, take out my short bow, and shoot at the other goblin.
Okay.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one that struggles with words.
I'm like, "Ah, bleh."
First day, new tongue.
It's worse when
Right?
you're DMing.
Oh my god. Yes, it is. DMing is like the mouth curse. Ah!
You should have heard what I did earlier. I meant to say significant difference, and it came out snigadigade.
11.
I felt that in my soul.
That,
You
that,
said 11?
Yes.
That
sounds
hits.
like that needs to be a quote.
5,
The nigga.
You have like
Eight.
snig.
damage.
8 points of damage?
Yep.
Alright. As the arrow clips this creature, it is now Ash's turn.
Ugh, and this stupid goblin's still in front of me.
It's the only one there.
Swinging.
Alright.
And we're swinging.
That's a 17.
Yeah, it's going to connect.
I'm going to use a different D4 because that one's not behaving. 7 points of magical slashing and 1 point of cold.
And this thing is extremely injured from the slashes and connect with the arrow. It is extremely injured and just kind of stops moving for a moment and drops to its knees in front of you.
I'm going to look at any of the... Is there any guards at all around us?
There are no guards at the moment. The
Hey, Seekazilla, thank you for the cheers.
The one that the goblins had taken down directly in front of you, you can tell is dead.
Oof.
The one that was taken down near where Jeffrey and Katie were is dead. You can see one of the other 4 guards is cowering behind another cage. And the 4th one is unconscious but breathing.
You know what? I'm going to swing again because that was only one swing.
Okay.
I'm going to kill this one. I don't care.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit.
That's going to kill him.
That would be 12 points of magical slashing and 2 points cold.
Like I said, that's going to kill him. He only had 2 hit points left.
I could have probably just kicked him in the face.
Something like that. So, there are a number of dead goblins, hobgoblins, guards, and at least 8 of them have escaped.
These ones are for the DM, you know what I mean.
What about the ones that we were trying to incapacitate?
They are on the ground, bleeding, but they still seem to be alive.
So, Sacco, what's Seekazilla talking about? What have you been up to while I've been gone?
Nothing.
Are we still?
What happens here stays here.
Are we still?
I'm good with it. Go Gabe.
Are we still technically in initiative?
Nope.
Don't ask, don't tell.
I'm gonna go over to the unconscious guard
Okay.
and lay on hands.
Okay. What kind of paladin are you?
Kind of what?
What kind of paladin are you?
Vegan.
Revenge paladin.
Okay.
Did you just say vegan?
Yeah.
Is that like a druid paladin cross class?
No.
No, that would be Oath of Ancients, I think.
All right.
They'd
Excuse
be
me.
vegan.
So you lay on hands of him. He snaps awake shortly after and looks around. Oh, well, at least I'm alive.
That.
Are they taken care of?
Some of them escaped. Some are dead. There are a couple incapacitated, and one of your fellow guards is currently cowering behind the cage.
Oh, I'm sure that's going to go well for him when he gets back to the barracks.
Yep.
I'm just glad I'm not dead. That was crazy. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, the cages just opened up and the goblins were free.
It might be on cooldown, Seekazilla.
That wasn't even an attack.
Or
Or
never
command,
mind.
I should say.
I'd like to retrieve some of my arrows and my dagger.
Roll me
Yeah, picking up my-
percentile for the arrows.
And I will mention to him that 2 of the guards are dead.
We will take care of the fallen.
I pick up my scimitar.
44.
44. So you get half of your arrows spent back.
Okay. And hold on, what about the elemental arrows? do they come back as just regular arrows, or?
That one is now spent. It is just a standard arrow.
Okay, that's fine.
Are you going to go after the ones that escaped? I am going to have to do some cleaning up here and wait for the rest of the guards to show up, and we could take care of it, but we have to take care of this too. Oh, there's way too much to do. This is going to be such a pain. But forgive me, my manners. Who are you?
I am Ash.
I'm Katie.
Jeffrey.
Kita.
She's adopted.
Okay, thank you for your names, but who are you? I'm not too familiar. I've seen you through town. You seem quite adequate at what you just have done.
We are. Sorry, were you gonna say something, Darian?
Go ahead.
We are guests of the Sultan.
Huh. The Sultan has some interesting guests. Well, I much appreciate your assistance in this and making sure I'm not dead. Yeah, I thank you. I'm gonna get him out from behind the cages and see if we can't clean up any of this. Any further assistance you give us would be quite appreciated. However, I do not want to impose on you guys anymore. I appreciate what you've done.
It's no imposition. We're here to help.
Well, you're guests of the Sultan. You have no reason to lift a hand.
That doesn't mean we can't lift our hands if we want to. There are hands to lift.
Fair enough. And he pushes himself up off the ground. I'm going to find a new job. And starts walking over to the other guy who's cowering. And you hear some heated words going back and forth about cowering and leaving people to die. It sounds like these two aren't going to be friends for a while.
But imagine why.
What are you guys up to?
Are we gonna go after?
I want to look at the rest of the party and ask, do we want to go after the rest of the goblins?
I don't really see a need to. They could be pretty much anywhere at this point, especially if they made the sands. They could just duck under. I say we check and see if the missive's returned, and whether it has or not, we should probably go through with our plan.
I agree.
Agree.
Alright, so you're heading back to the Sultan's palace?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys make your trek back to the Sultan's palace, and as you're making your way back, there are already people clasping you on the back and giving you much thanks for helping out with the trouble in the slave market. A few of the royal guards give you a nod, good job. One of the slavers walks up and says, anything you want, I will give you a 10% discount on anything that I have in store. I appreciate everything you've done to clean that up.
I actually want to see what he has in stock for slaves.
Well, you'll have to give us this afternoon to clean up. Once we get it cleaned up, I will see about getting some of my finest stock out there, and we can discuss business from there. Can I get your name, lady?
Katie.
Katie. All right. I will make sure to note this, that Katie will be coming around, and that I have offered you a 10% discount on any of my wares. I have some of the finest stock in town. Please come by and check it out soon.
I shall.
And he walks away, head high, shoulders back, just feeling proud of what he has done.
Ash, we may need to postpone or put a time limit on it. Like, if I lose this, when I lose this mock fight, I'll be a slave for like a week or something just to get the ruse through.
What do you plan on doing with this man's stock?
Letting it go.
Why don't, if
Well, I mean, after.
you say
I
don't,
get some information.
if we do have a slave, why not ask them how they would do things? That way you can replicate it.
Oh, so you're saying buy a slave to train me as a slave?
Pretty much.
Well,
And-
that'd be
Or-
freaking smart.
Or, hear me out, get a slave and have them be our slave, but, actually treat them like a human being. And then, once the situation is resolved, then we can set them free.
I'd already planned on setting him free. If you still want to be one of the slaves so that we have more than one,
Well, I don't
Then-
necessarily want to. I'm just.
I
That's
understand
so
that.
creepy. I just feel like, let's see what information we can get from the slave that we'll pick up this afternoon, and then go from there. But until we get the missive,
Might as well look at his stock, and like I said, if need be, have that slave teach you what they know for how to act, and then once all this is over, they're free.
because I'm gonna need some etiquette. Because let's just be clear, I have no idea how to act as a slave. I'd be like, nah, you clean that yourself. Good job. Not my forte.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine you as a slave.
All right.
I'd bite the hand that fed me.
Everybody roll me a perception.
Somebody's watching us. Ooh, not my strong point at the moment, D. You said perception, DM.
Yes, I did.
19.
That's
Next.
not too bad.
Where was that when we were fighting?
7.
17 for me as well. Aww, Katie and Keita got the cheers. Yeah, what is Grug up to? Like,
Thank you
is Grug gonna be able
for-
to join us soon?
Thank you for the follow, GG. And Grog has been doing. Grog has been missing for a while. He said he was going to go out and find some information.
Thanks, Grug.
And has not returned yet.
So we knew it would take him like days, but are we starting to worry about Grug now?
Not yet.
Every word.
As he said, he was out to go find some information and said he would return as soon as he got what he was looking for.
All right, okay.
So you guys make your way. And I got 19, 17, 17. What was the other one?
Oh, passive of 14.
And 14. All right. You guys make your way back to the palace, and there is indeed a missive on the table. As you open up the missive, you are all excited for the briefest of moments until you realize that this missive is from the Master of Whispers. And then you're kind of
All right.
apprehensive, I think.
Master of Whispers. Why is the Master
Aww.
sending us a missive?
The Master of Whispers has left a missive on the table. Inside the missive, he states, I'm still waiting on you to finish the mission that you have started. However, I have heard that there were some inconveniences on gaining entry. I have helped improve your odds of entering into the mansion.
Hmm.
Please accept this as my way of showing that I wish to see success.
I say because Ash didn't know that they went back to see him.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Whoops.
Well,
So-
we made some choices were made, And they were good, solid choices. That
Sure.
involved a trench coat.
And a phone boy.
Oh my god, that farm boy. Oh, yes.
You didn't even see him.
I saw enough of him. Two out of two, Krabby and Loxies agree that we saw enough of the farm boy, in fact, to approve.
So yeah, about that butt map.
We might have, visited the Master of Whispers for some information, but it worked out well. Look at this missive; it was great. Good times. Proud of you.
The fact that you two are not dead and that he's not sending for anyone's death, I will say, is a feat, considering it's you two.
We're charming. We're lovely.
I think he appreciates me as a person.
I'm sure it's your personality that he appreciates, not your skills.
It's not her personality that I appreciate, but she's my sister.
Not your you appreciate, Slade?
You're my sister. Right. So he said he made it easier. Do we still wait for the missive to come back then? Say we give it a day, and then we take the afternoon to go look at the slave market.
A little more information of how he made it easier would be.
Yeah, is there a amulet or seal or anything like that?
Just the letter.
He just said he made it easier, and he hopes him making it easier was a proof of his goodwill in this venture.
Then why don't we head back from the manor and just see?
Well, do we want to give it take a short rest maybe? And by that time we'll have had time to clean up the slave market, and we can hit that on our way to the manor and see if we can pick up an etiquette slave.
Yeah.
I mean, how much etiquette does a slave need, really?
You may be surprised.
Tell me more. You seem to know a lot about this.
No, I don't.
But if you're gonna be my master, shouldn't you know?
But they do have more etiquette than you do.
Of course, they're trained. I'm not.
Joe, I can see you breaking.
DM, are you having fun over there?
I'm just waiting to see what your course of action is.
I took a short rest because I got smucked a few times.
I agree that we should short rest.
Alright, so you guys are going to chill for an hour. I'm assuming you're going to hop in the bath and rinse off and all that good stuff?
Oh yeah, considering what we were trekking through.
Alright, so an hour passes. You guys can use whatever hit dice you'd like to use, or gain whatever comes back with a short rest. The bathhouse is empty, except for you all and the linen slaves.
For the record, I'm back to 60 hit points.
Is the bathhouse oddly empty?
It has been since you guys came back to this Salt and Stout Palace.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to double check.
I'm gonna start paying more attention to the palaces. We pass them in the hall. Bless you. Bless you again. To see, is there a certain way they're walking? Are they moving a certain way? Are they just making mental notes?
Roll me a perception.
All right. Ooh. Hey, Miss Fatal Pillow. That is a 23.
As you're walking the hallways paying attention, you realize that there are very very few slaves in sight. There
Like, far
are a
less
couple
than-
here and a couple there, and they're usually cleaning something or rearranging flowers or something of that nature. And they're doing a very good job at not being intrusive in any way. As you guys approach, there's a brief moment where they'll pause, look, give a curt nod or curtsy, and go back to what they're doing.
So unobtrusive but observant. I'm not going to be good at this, you guys.
Maybe I should keep being the slave then? Because I can also disguise myself.
A collar would look cute on you.
I'm already a goblin, so.
Katie, you could be one of the non-speaking ones. You could be a mute.
I think I'm gonna struggle with this role enough as it is. I'll keep that in mind.
I would prefer it if
Too.
Alright,
I would prefer it if you couldn't speak.
you notice I have a shit-eating grin on my face when I say that.
there is no missive in your room when you return.
All right. Well, it's been long enough. Maybe we should head to the, like you said, to the manor via the slave market.
At this point, might as well. We've been waiting for that missive for a while.
Well, I think it's only been like a day.
Right, but it does no good to. I mean, we don't know that it's going to come. They don't have to respond.
This
Yeah.
is true.
Alright, so you guys are heading to the slaves market?
Yeah.
Alright. You guys make your way back down toward where the slave market is, and as you exit the Sultan's palace, you barely get 20 feet away from the palace gates, and you're approached by a couple of folks who run up and shake your hand, going, thank you. You guys did an amazing job at stopping what was going on. And it was amazing. It was over so quick.
You're welcome, and you are.
Oh, we're just a few of the folks that live here. We just happened to get caught up in the turmoil when you guys came in. The palace guards helped us get to safety, but we watched a little bit of the fight as we were going through the streets, and you were amazing.
Well, I'm glad you're unharmed.
Hopefully those slaves have been taken care of. And they turn and start walking away.
So many mixed feelings.
I think we're going to have a lot harder time making us appear as slaves.
I think it would be harder to make Katie appear as a slave.
She's got very, very strong feelings on this, which your face says it even if your voice doesn't.
My face says nothing.
Whereas
And
Jeffrey,
with that, we will head to break. On our return, the group will have reached the slave market, and we'll deal with that little interesting endeavor. And a big thank you to everybody for joining us. We will be back shortly.
Thanks, guys. See you in a bit. All the love.
Nice sweatshirt, Ange.
thank you.
And we have returned.
Yay!
Hopefully Krabby Patty got his tacos.
I think he's on his way now.
Taco.
Alright, so where we left off, the group... Spooky!
Thank you, Spooky.
Thank you for the welcome back. Are you streaming tonight? So the group was wandering through town, heading toward the slave pits, and being congratulated by everybody for their victory in the slave pits and saving people.
Hey,
Oh, that's right. You're doing Talking Dragons this time around. Cool. I forgot about that. I saw the post and just spaced it. So yeah. Hey Tay, good to see you. So as you guys made your way through town, getting the claps on the back, the shaking of hands, and the accolades for doing such a wonderful job at taking care of the slaves and making sure everybody was safe, you have found your way to the slave trade area again. It is still somewhat disheveled from the combat. It has only been an hour, but there are many people who have worked on getting it cleaned up, and there are indeed some sales starting up. The gentleman that had offered a discount to you is currently working with some merchandise that he has in a wagon, getting them out and visible to the public. There are a couple of other traders who are currently starting to display merchandise. They're trying to see who can get their stuff out faster to make the most money. You can see that there is a little bit of a race going on between the three of them, while other stalls and stands are grumbling and complaining because they have to fix the damage done by the goblins.
I'm just going to walk around and do some browsing, some window shopping, as it were.
For the most part, you see that there are quite a number of humans that are out on display. The goblins, you can see that there are a couple that are on display. They are very, very tied down. You can see that they are using shackles, manacles, both on them, so that they cannot get free. Some of them have even got face cages on, like muzzles. There seems to be a bit of distrust for the goblins at the moment.
Imagine why.
There are a few. There are a few tiefling on display, but they are not many in here. The majority of what you see is humans. And as you're browsing, you make your way over toward the gentleman that offered you the discount?
Yeah.
You make your way over there, and he is hurriedly trying to get a line of humans put out, and stops mid project. Ah, yes, welcome. Please give me just a moment as I put these guys on display. And you watch as he ties a ring down to a post. They're on a long line of chain. There are 4 of them. On the chain you can see they are manacled so that their hands are bound. That leads back to the chain. And the chain is stretched much like a rope across 2 beams, and these are just attached as lengths coming off of it. Now, the humans, they're not very interesting. I actually have some of the more interesting ones in the wagon itself. They're for my special patrons. I think maybe 1 or 2 of them might pique your interest. Please, follow me.
I will follow.
And he walks behind some of his stand over to where the wagon is. And
I still want to kind of eye the slaves I'm walking past and kind of judge their spirit a little bit. Like,
most of them seem kind of they're settled with the idea that they're in the slave market.
Okay.
They don't seem to be angry, they don't seem to be hurt, they don't seem, downtrodden or dispirited, but they are we're here, we're slaves, there's not much we can do. But you get around behind his tent and his shop proper, and you see a large wagon, and it has a sliding door on it that is easily 6 feet tall. The wagon itself, judging by the size of the humans, if that was what was in here, could probably hold a dozen.
Okay.
And he's got this look on his face of jubilation. Oh, come. This is going to be interesting. I do not get to show them off very often, as most people, they don't like the exotic. They want something that they know that they can handle. And humans, well, they're easy enough to handle. You don't have to learn anything new. You don't have anything like the goblins getting escaped for no reason whatsoever. Anywho, here, please, cast your eye on this. And he slides the door. He slides the door open, and there are 3 creatures inside this wagon.
Okay.
The first, you see a tiefling. The
Okay.
second, you see what looks like a creature that, well, it's got 4 legs, a humanoid torso, and looks part feline. And the last one you see has goat's legs.
Part feline. How?
The torso and bottom half, or I should say the bottom half of it, it's got what looks like lion's legs, and then
It's a centaur kitty.
and then a male torso sticking up out of where the head would normally be. Yes, a centaur kitty. The last one you see on there is humanoid in form, has what looks like goat legs and horns from its head, and is very much female.
And a fawn? Question mark?
Are you asking that to the proprietor, or are you asking me?
No, I'm asking you, and I'm trying to think if Katie would have any idea what a fawn would be because of the world they were in, or no.
No.
Okay. Where did you come across these exotics?
Well, it is not business practice to explain where you find your wares. Otherwise, one might pinch my product.
Understandable. I even in the land I'm from, I'm not familiar with these, such as these two, especially. I was originally looking for an etiquette slave.
An
Or one that could
etiquette
put-
slave?
Yes, or someone to train my other slaves how to behave like a slave. I have some new acquisitions that have been a bit difficult. One especially, she's just strong-spirited, constantly talking back.
I see. Well, I know nothing of etiquette and slaves. I simply know that these are my wares. That is far beyond me. But these are what I have for sale.
What is the price on the two? And I'll motion towards the goat lady in the centaur kitty.
That one was a difficult catch. It took quite some time to subdue it.
Which one?
I actually lost 6 good men with this one. 1,500 gold. Now, with the 10% discount, that's $1,350 for you.
So, DM.
Yep.
I have quite a bit of gems.
I know.
And some of them are worth quite a lot.
I know.
Likewise?
I know.
So, sorry, Brandon.
It's okay. I'm adding up what I've got with my gems and such too.
So the 1,500, that was for the centaur kitty.
Yep.
What about the fawn?
The fawn. Strange. I expected more from this one, but she gave herself almost with no resistance. However, exotic as it is, that one with your 10% discount is going to be 800 gold.
I will discuss with my comrades for a moment, and I want to walk a bit closer and I want to look into the eyes of both of them.
You see a lot of anger
From both?
in the one that has the feline body. From the one with the goat legs and antlers, you see sadness.
I want to adopt.
I'm looking at, like, we're getting both of them, let's just be clear.
I would like to see if the trader would accept gemstones.
Oh, I only deal in currency, my dear. You would have to get those cashed out.
Okay. Because otherwise,
You realize some of our wealth we carry in gems just for ease. We will go get about getting these cashed out, and we'll return. I believe we may be interested in both if you could hold them for a few hours.
I will see what I can do. However, if someone is willing to pay full price for them, I am not going to pass that up.
Understood. I want to, like, step away and talk to the party, be like, I can't not get them free.
same.
Buy them all. I'm
Like, so this is not something deep in the core of my soul is like, no, shackles were not meant for this one. Ash,
How are we gonna get the money?
I have it.
Hopefully the gems will be enough, though.
We have the gems appraised. At least I do on mine. I mean, I've got a total of 1520.
I have a total of 3,500 gold in gems. Well, some of that might not be totally accurate, but I know at least 3 or 4 of my gems are worth 500 gold pieces a piece.
Well, so let's go see about getting him cashed out, and then maybe we can get some information from these two. Because apparently etiquette isn't a thing among slaves. They just become slaves and instantly know how to be slaves. That's all.
I believe most are probably born into it.
Not from what we've seen, with the amount of people being captured as adults.
Not always, but
probably doesn't take you very long to learn. If you do something wrong, they smack the shit out of you.
yep.
That sounds awful.
Or they put a baby thingy on you.
The child leash. Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, about that.
Grug.
That's okay. I'm good now.
Yes, you are. Pat. Right. So, DM, we'd like to go see about getting our stones exchanged. Do we want to leave one of us here to look around and kind of keep an eye and hope that nobody else buys them while we're gone?
What if we put it like a down payment on them?
Oh,
Because-
let's ask.
Because I have over 500. Well, I don't know. I might be carrying way more than I should be, but I have quite a bit in gold.
Do you understand I think it's every 10 gold is 1 pound?
So I have like 50 pounds in gold on me.
Well, time to lessen the load a bit then.
I'm
All
good.
right.
I wonder why you're looking so buff.
We're going to inquire about if we leave a down payment on these two. We give you some of the gold now to ensure you don't sell them when we go cash out our gems.
Pick one.
Centaur kitty.
All right.
And you're leaning the other way.
The Lamia.
That's okay.
You decide. No, because we split on that hard.
Either the angry one or the solemn one.
And see, the fawn, I kind of just want to, like, protect.
And I understand the angry one.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Lizard spa.
Hold on, I got this. There we go. If anybody looks in the chat, you'll see that there is now a poll. You can vote on which one they're going to put a down payment on.
I just say we hurry as quick as we possibly can.
We'll let chat help with this one.
All right. I didn't see a poll in my chat.
It should have popped up at the top of the chat box.
I'm guessing that it's a
Computer
only, yeah.
No, it showed up on my phone.
Quit listening, computer.
As your lights change colors.
Computer. Office lights green.
Oh, now you guys look sick.
Oh.
All right, so Jeffrey, what did you vote on?
Computer. Office lights purple.
I'm gonna go with sad.
You're going with the fawn?
Yep.
Ash, which one?
Honestly, I'd go with angry because he may be able to help us.
Okay. Katie?
I'm going with the angry centaur kitty that's going to be many
No,
times.
we're still be tied.
Yeah.
Kita?
Fawn.
Now, did any of you guys actually put the vote in chat?
No.
No.
Fawn wins.
Why?
Because we have one vote from chat for the fawn that offset your guys' votes.
I'm not seeing anything in chat.
I have it up on mine.
Oh. I have centaur kitty in chat. Who was it? Who voted for the fawn?
It doesn't tell me whom.
I will find you, and we'll have a conversation.
In this situation, the vote is fawn.
You know what?
Why don't we just use
What
the
do you
gold?
guys have?
Why don't we, combine our gold, buy the fawn outright, and then down payment on the centaur kitty?
Because I have, because it's 10 silver to every gold, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 554, 654.
And while you guys are having this chat, he ushers you guys out to the main thoroughfare and takes a seat behind his tent.
All right.
Just come to me when you're ready.
Okay, I have 600 in gold.
I have 220 in gold. Well, 270 essentially in gold.
So if I had 200 silver, that would be
20 gold.
I have this much. Nothing.
then I've got a total of 470 gold.
Okay, so we could buy the phone now and then quickly go get the exchange for the centaur kitty, the Lamia.
Yes.
All right, we do that. We buy the phone, and then we will be back for the Lamia.
Do not take your time. If someone wishes to buy him,
I'm booking it to the.
if
Where's
you're going
the
to
nearest
take your new slave, I need to finish the transaction.
Okay. Then
As he-
I'm going to give the gold to my sister. She can take care of that transaction while I go exchange some of my gems.
Teamwork, dreamwork.
Okay.
I give you my gems as well.
All right. So you guys.
I'll go with Katie so she's not by herself, or Kita so she's not by herself.
All right. So Kita and Jeffrey head off to find a currency exchange.
I'll stay with Katie.
Katie and Ash, you purchase the fawn, and as you do, the first thing he does is he hands you a ring. This will allow you to control your new slave. I notice that you do not wear any other rings. It's something that you should probably do if you're going to work with your slaves. And give me just a moment as he walks in back and you see that he's got the 2 bracers and the necklace in his hand. He heads back and there's a little bit of a scuffle. And then a moment later, he comes back and he's got the fawn in hand on a leash. The collar around her neck and the bracers on her arms. Here is your merchandise. Please let others know about the exotic merchandise that I have, as it would be wonderful to get more business.
Like, my inner Daenerys is screaming Dracarys right now. Can this fawn, in fact, breathe fire?
No.
I will take the leash and thank him as graciously as I can manage, of course, and let him know we will be buying the Lamia as well as soon as my sister returns, and I'm going to start getting the rest of my gold together.
Wonderful. I will be here at your service. Thank you for your patronage.
I am going to attempt to talk to the fawn and see if there's a language in common we have.
Give me a second. I just had this pulled up and, of course, closed the book. You're going to have more than that, Caden.
I'm not really that hungry.
Not a good answer.
Okay. I'll have some fish sticks with it.
All right. And perfect. What are you going to say and how are you going to say it?
I'm going to attempt to talk to the fawn in common first, and I'm going to ask what her name is.
My name is Blue Wind.
You speak common? My common?
Yes.
How were you captured? Are you alright? Did they mistreat you?
I am yours to do with as you wish. My history and background mean nothing.
They do to me. I'm not of this world either.
And you're watching as other people in the market are staring at you, wondering what it is you are doing.
They can understand me?
The rest of the market square, yes, they speak common just like you do.
I want to look at her.
Okay, then I redact everything because our common was different than the common in this world
No.
up until right now.
No. They had ancient common and common.
And
Only
we couldn't
Grug
understand.
understood ancient common.
Okay, never mind. Then I redact that conversation for the time being.
Okay, I would ask her what her name is in Sylvan.
And in Sylvan she responds, my name is Blue Wind.
And I'm going to continue to speak to her in Sylvan because as far as I know, nobody else around can understand. And I would look around to see if there's any recognition.
Yep, and I'll kind of watch the other way. Like, Ash and I will make that eye contact and not want to kill each other for a second and work together.
We have a common goal. We don't need to...
We'll kill you later.
It does
We're
not
busy right now.
It does not appear anybody understands what you're saying, Ash.
Okay, so if they did hear, they're kind of... They give this little, like, confused
Oh,
look.
there are people looking at you, and most of them are turning their head to the side because Sylvan is such a fascinatingly beautiful language.
Fair. And I'm gonna ask her, and I'm like, anytime I speak to her, I'm gonna speak to her in Sylvan. I do want to ask if she speaks common, And I also want to ask where she came from.
She responds to you in common. Yes, I speak the normal tongue. And in common, she responds, my history and my background mean nothing. I am but your slave.
And in Sylvan, I'm going to look at her and say, we will talk more about this later in private.
As you wish. She has reverted to speaking common.
Okay. I'm going to look at Katie and say, we need to speak to her when no one's around.
Agreed. I just hope Kita hurries up.
So do I.
Moving on to Kita. You and Jeffrey make your way through town, and this is the first time you've done this, trying to find a currency exchange. So roll me an investigation, whoever wishes to.
I'll let you, because yeah.
I mean,
My investigation sucks.
So does mine. Oh, okay. 17.
Not bad at all. It takes you roughly 15 minutes before you find your way to a currency exchange. A few people point you in the right direction and get you where you need to be. And as you walk in, there is a table set out, or not a table, but a countertop. In the left-hand corner of the shop, you see one person standing back there. He's got the jeweler's lens sitting on the table. He's got a number of different coins. You can see displays across many different walls of gems and metals. Some of them are worked, some of them are raw. And you, Jeffrey, and this person are the only ones present. It is very quiet, and there are bars on the window. The door that you had to step through is made out of iron. And to the left of the man on the back wall, you see another iron door, this one with a large wheel on it, and you see two metal bars that are holding the door closed.
Cool.
And he just kind of looks up at you.
Hello. I am looking to exchange potentially some gemstones.
Show me what you have. We'll discuss what they are worth.
I will pull out my 2 aquamarine and my 2 topaz to start with.
As you set them down on the table, he looks at them, looks at you, turns his head, picks up his jeweler's eye and starts turning him over. And sets each one down after looking at them and just kind of stares at you. Well, it appears that you have some very fine quality gemstones here. I would be happy to give you 400 gold apiece.
For each of the gems?
Yes, 400 gold apiece.
Okay. I would understand that the value, their actual value, I wouldn't get that full price, right?
That's on you.
As I said, my aquamarine and my topaz. I will take that because that would be 1,600, which is more than enough for the centaur lady, or centaur dude, the Lamia. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That dude.
And he doesn't make much comment. He takes the gems and he sets them in this locked box. And then he steps back towards the metal vault. You watch as he turns this wheel, and you can just hear ting 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 as he spins this wheel. The bars slowly open up. It takes what feels like forever. You watch as he heaves this door open, and as he does, you notice that this door is easily 6 inches of solid steel.
Dang.
He steps in the back, and he's gone for a flash. Turns around, walks out, closes the door, starts spinning the wheel. Once the arms are set back, he approaches you and drops a small pouch in front of you. There you are. Will there be anything else I can be of service with?
I believe that is it for now. I will just, cursory check.
You open it up and there's 16 platinum in there.
Okay, perfect.
Or no, not 16. 160 platinum in there.
Mm-hmm. Cool. In that case, I will thank him and we will head back as quickly as possible.
Do come back. Thank you. And within short order, you make your way back, and you can see Ash and your sister standing there with the fawn, as has been explained to you.
Okay. Well, I will tell them what I exchanged. I will give Katie her gems back.
Thank you. I will try and hail the slave master.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting in his tent, just waiting.
Okay.
And we would have kept an eye on him to see if anybody had approached him for the newer one.
No, nobody has.
Right. We let him know we're back for the Lamia.
Ah, wonderful. And have you brought me the 1650?
We have.
Wait, 1650?
Yes. I gave you 10% off of one of my wares, as I promised. This one will be full price, 1650.
I figured as much. I'm not even gonna buck him.
I can give you, Kita, if you have it, I can give you 50.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
And once again, he goes back. This time he hands Kita the ring. I will be back with your merchandise. He steps back, and this time there is a lot more of a scuffle. And he returns. May I have that ring for just a moment?
I will hand him the ring.
He grabs the ring, slides it on his finger, walks back. There is a brief amount of scuffle, and then all of a sudden it goes silent.
I'm gonna head back there.
And as you start walking, he comes around the corner with the Lamia in tow on a rope.
I heard a scuffle. Are you quite all right?
Oh, I am fine. The ring made sure I could subdue it. And he hands the ring back to Kita.
Okay.
And the rope as well. Your merchandise. Now do be careful. This one has high spirits. While we did capture him, it seems that it will take a bit more to break him.
Thank you for the warning.
Yes. And with that, I guess we're off.
I say maybe we head back to our quarters at the palace.
Mm.
I agree.
You guys make your way back toward the palace, and as you approach the gates, you are actually stopped by the guards. What have you there?
Exotic merchandise.
I'm going
And I'm going to show him the rings.
Wonderful. I'm going to ask that you take these to the new slave pen, as we do not know how they will act, and even if you are guests of the Sultan, we care much about the safety of this palace. Enter the estate, take a right, follow the passageway, and the slave master will be there to handle your pets.
That is perfectly acceptable. Thank you.
I want to look back at the Lamia and shoot a look of apology.
You do not meet the Lamia's eyes as he is now staring at the ground.
As soon as we're out of eyesight of the guards, I want to walk over to the Lamia and gently put my hand on his shoulder and try to communicate
As your
that
hand
it's
lands
okay.
on his shoulder, he shrinks away.
How tall is the Lamia?
He's about 6.5 feet tall.
How are you gonna reach his shoulder?
I gently pat his thigh.
Yeah, 2 foot nothing, 6 foot something.
I gently pat his thigh, and I
as
want
your
to try.
hand touches him, he shrinks away.
I want to try addressing him in Draconic.
There doesn't seem to be a response.
I want to ask him, once we're out of earshot of the guards as well, I want to ask him first in Common, then in Sylvan, can you tell me what languages you speak?
There is no response.
Elvish?
Roll an insight.
$17.
It appears to you that he is just holding his tongue.
I did not, in Common, did not think a spirit such as yours could be broken so easily.
There still does not seem to be much of a response.
So it was when I spoke Elvish that he held his tongue, or just in general?
In general. He has not responded. He has not responded in any way.
I do any? Go ahead, Jeffrey.
I want to talk to him and tell him that you guys are very nice and not the typical slave owner.
There is a brief moment where you start talking to him and he looks at you. Roll an insight yourself.
7.
7? Yeah, you're not quite sure, but he does, for a brief moment, look at you.
And then I will explain, like, I was captured and not the whole story, otherwise.
See, this is not gonna help him. And this is how my ear got backwards.
Nope, not that. And that they saved me many times, and that we are now friends, and kind of, just let him know that they are not. You are not to be feared. They're things to be feared.
Normal to you.
And he is silent through the whole thing. There was that brief moment when he looked up at you, and that's it.
I want to kind of just carefully look him over. I want to make sure he's not injured, or
You do not see any visible injuries.
okay.
Joe, how do you spell the fawn's name?
Blue wind.
Or
I want to ask the fawn, what do you know of our companion here, the Lamia?
I've never seen one.
How long has he been with the slaver?
As long as
Tell
me?
me. How long is that?
I do not know.
have you ever heard him speak?
I have heard him give threats to his captor.
Do you know
What language? Sorry.
I do not know.
Did you understand it?
No. I could just tell by the way, the tone of the voice.
I want to speak a little bit of Draconic and ask if that sounds.
No, not quite.
I want to speak in Elvish.
No, definitely not that.
Halfling?
More guttural?
It's German.
I want to try Undercommon, just for sure.
No, that does not sound right either.
Does anybody else know any other languages?
Other than Halfling, no.
At about this point in time, one of the guards from the front gate walks around the corner. Is there something we can help you with?
No, sorry, we were just speaking with our new slaves.
I see. Well, I would ask that you get them to the slave master as soon as possible so they can get stabled.
We continue moving that way.
Yep. I'm gonna thank the guard as we walk.
So, as you guys make your way around the side of the Sultan's palace, it's a good little walk. The palace is sizable. You get around to the side of the palace, and you notice that there is a large building there. It looks almost like a barn, but a little bit better design. And there are many, many different types of creatures you see there. Most of them being human, but there are the occasional tiefling. You see a frog-like creature. You see a mushroom-like creature. There are a couple of odd-looking ones. You do see a centaur. And as you start to approach, there is a man who's got an entire bandolier, as it were, of different rings across his shoulders. Ah, welcome, welcome. I see that you brought me some more for this stable. Are they new or are they trained?
This one is trained, this one is new.
I see, I see. Well, please, their rings if you would.
I would like to, once they are stabled, we would like to spend some time getting a better sense of what they know and what they don't and how trained they are. And then we would like fairly...
how long have you had them?
About 2 hours. Maybe not, a little bit less.
Do not worry. I will take very good care of them. You, go into the palace. Relax. It is not your job to worry of them anymore.
But how is it not our job if we own them? They're our responsibility.
They are now my responsibility and the care of the Sultan. We will treat them with the utmost. It is not for you to worry. We have our slaves in the palace that will take care of you. Yours will be here and well taken care of.
Just go with it.
I step back knowing that I am not capable of holding my tongue much longer. I give the ring to Ash and I have to turn around. But as I turn and walk by, I want to try and gently pat the Lamia's leg reassuringly again, it's okay.
Again, once your hand touches him, he shrinks away.
That makes me so angry on so many freaking levels.
Out of character, Kita, did you give him your ring?
Yes, I would give him the ring.
Okay, I'm going to give him the ring and tell him, let us know if there's any trouble with them.
There will be no trouble. I am well versed in how to handle slaves.
I'm going to nod. And then I'm going to look at my compatriots and say, let us go into the palace then.
Screams internally!
When you're ready to leave, please come find me. I will make sure that they are taken care of and return them to you in as good, if not better shape than you left them with me.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
It is my pleasure.
Well, so one of us becoming a slave is now viable again to get back in there and hopefully be stabled with our other slaves to get what they know. I say quietly to the party when we're out of earshot of NPCs.
Yep.
Alright, so you guys make your way back into the palace. What are you up to?
Is there a missive?
There is indeed a missive. And it is a very simple missive. I await your arrival.
Oh. Well, that's a turn of events. Do we dress in our nicer clothes and head to the place?
At this point, might as well.
So you guys are putting on fineries and heading to the mansion?
Yes.
Alright. It takes you a little while to get to the mansion, and as you recall, this is the only other location in the city that has greenery in their yard. However, it is no less than a quarter the size of the palace. And the guards in front step and what brings you here? I thought we told you to be gone.
We were invited back.
Oh, where is your invitation?
I'm gonna hold out whichever one of us grabbed
No,
the
Ash. Ash will have it just in case later.
missive that we had just received.
Very well. They step aside and the gate is pushed open. Well, get going.
Yeah. As soon as they would have opened the gate, when I started walking.
Yeah. I'm gonna follow Ash's lead on this one.
Give me you guys' passives. Perceptions.
11.
10.
Great question. 14.
Kita?
14.
14? Okay.
Yep.
So you guys make your way across the yard, get to the door, and the door has an ornate looking griffin with a ring in its mouth that serves as a door knocker in the center of the door.
Does this griffin look familiar?
It looks like a griffin.
Ash, I think it's best maybe if you take the lead on this, just in case things fall out differently later.
I agree.
I'm gonna use the door knocker.
You drop the door knocker down, and a short while later, the door opens, and you see, very familiar, the braces and the necklace of a man opens the door. Your business?
We have a missive, and I'm gonna open it again. Pull it up again.
You wouldn't be here at the door without that. What is your business?
I want to speak to the man of the household.
Your business?
Okay, out of character, I don't fully remember what was written on the missive we sent because it's been so long.
I believe the missive we had sent was about allowing us entrance.
To the grounds for artistic purposes and getting, as we were guests of the Sultan, getting to know some of the more prestigious members of the city.
Okay. Yeah. I would have stated that.
Artists, right. This way, please. And he turns and starts guiding you guys through the mansion.
Yeah,
And
that was some weird feedback.
no, I think that was somebody's phone.
No, I have my phone I'm using the flashlight on my phone to light myself, but because I keep getting text messages I want to be getting right now, it keeps buzzing on the laptop.
Not me.
So why don't you silence your phone then?
Because I want the conversation to be done as soon as possible, and it's not going to unless I answer.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot us a message if you need us. We're here.
Yep.
There, he guides you through the mansion, and it is a miniature sultan's palace. There is an extremely, almost over-concerted effort to show affluence as you're walking through the hallways. Gold, brass, silver, platinum, gems, tapestries, paintings, busts, everything that shows that this household has money behind its name as you walk down, and it's in your face, almost to the point of being gaudy. As you pass by a couple of rooms that are furnished with leather chairs and silks, you're finally pointed to a room, and the waiting room, please take a seat. The Lord of the Manor will be down here soon. He turns and waits for you guys to enter the room.
I'm gonna enter and sit down.
Likewise.
Do be careful of your pet there. Don't let it make a mess.
It won't.
As he walks away, I will tell the Lord that you are here.
Sorry, Jeffrey.
It's okay.
No, it's not.
Okay, it's not, but I'm trying to behave. I want to growl and snarl at her, but
Jeffrey's not going to be the etiquette problem in this party again.
No, once the servant's gone.
Jeffrey's tongue is bleeding.
Once the servant is gone and the doors close and I hear them walk away, I'm gonna look at Jeffrey and apologize, because honestly, nobody should be treated that way.
Slave or not.
Whole thing is.
Grug, you're not helping.
Hey,
Bad
Greg,
Grug.
have you been watching Critical Role? I mean, that's a Scanlan move all the way.
That is totally a Scanlan move.
You guys are in the room. The only thing in this room is a pitcher, and as you notice, it's just water. About 15 minutes passes before anything happens, and you watch as this opulent man lumbers his way into the room. It is your guess that this man is easily 240 pounds. He as much waddles into the room as he tries to stride with purpose.
How tall is he? Is he pretty short?
He's about 5'5".
Someone's eating way too well.
Uh-huh.
And he is adorned
Not
with...
really.
He is adorned with... Okay. All of the weight is in his belly.
He's got
Oh,
bare
gotcha.
belly. It's not evenly distributed.
Gotcha. I'm like 5'5", 240. Like, I got a bunch of friends that lift, and they look really good.
Yes, we're looking at a 5'5" Danny DeVito right now.
Okay, never mind. Just kidding. Wait. But he's opulently dressed though. Like what about his hygiene?
He is very well taken care of, but he is
Okay.
large. He is rotund.
He pretty much has been doing nothing but sitting eating cakes all day while people rub his feet.
Hygiene's important, though.
He has silver and gold, rubies, emeralds, sapphires. Again, he is dressed in the same fashion as the hallway you walked down. It is a gaudy display of wealth.
I agree, Jeffrey. So basically, out of character, he thinks he is the Sultan.
He definitely tries to put on that air. You can see that he has, the way that he's trying to present himself is that he has some major authority above everything and anyone.
I mean, I love you.
Yeah, he's in quarantine. He
The
stands
quarantine
no less
19 is a thing.
He stands no less than 6 feet away from you, and he's got a gold chained mask over his face. As he enters the room, he looks at you. Please be seated. So, you are here to carve a statue for me?
If you would like a statue, if you would like something else, multiple ways.
Well, you offered up a statue and your artist's skills. You also mentioned something about slaves. I do not want that filthy thing. You can keep it.
Well, that is not the slave we would be offering.
Well, none of the rest of you fit the bills, so... And what is this sculpture that you wish to put up for me?
Well, my sister here is the talented artist.
I didn't realize okay. I must have misunderstood. I didn't realize we were doing a sculpture.
I didn't either. That's new for me.
Yeah.
I thought we were
was a
wanting
painting.
to use the sculptures we had seen on the ground.
As subject to the painting.
Yeah.
Well, I received 2 missives from you. One asking audience and one offering a sculptor.
I bet the Master of Whispers. I'm not gonna say that. That was out of character. I'm gonna look at my sister and give her that look and go, like, fake a whisper, like, my sister is quite the talented artist, and while she was hoping to paint some of the sculptures you have, of course, in return, she'd be happy to make a sculpture, maybe of your visage,
I
as a symbol of prowess.
adore this idea. A magnificent statue of me in the center of the lawn so all may witness my grandeur?
And maybe a
I
fountain
approve.
around it, and
When
some
should
rose
we
bushes.
begin?
Immediately.
Wonderful. And what is this sculpture to be made out of?
Well, we were thinking something grand, perhaps marble, something that will last through the ages, so long past your time, men can look back and see how affluent you were within the city. I am playing the wrong character for this campaign, just saying.
Well, where are we going to get the marble from? I did not realize that you would have that kind of funds.
It's something that we can look into. We have an acquaintance that from time to time has such supplies. For you, we would be willing to ask is, we've heard you're a man of strong opinions that may be similar to our own, but not wanting to be one to cater to rumors. We wanted to seek audience with you ourselves.
Oh? So this was not merely an offer to build a statue. You have a hidden motive?
I'm just gonna look over at Ash like, frickin' help me, dude!
Hidden motive.
I'm not the intrigue one in this party.
And you think I am?
I'm gonna.
It's between you and Ange, and both of you. Well,
I'm gonna look at him and say, not an ulterior or hidden motive, but we would like to get to know you, as you are very affluential. And you seem to have very, very good taste.
You're
Is that my kiwi?
Yep.
Huh?
I say hi.
Hi.
I miss you. I love you. How are you?
Okay, only 5 assignments left.
You're not quite
Woo!
over.
Hey, I can't see you. Lean down and say hi.
There you go.
Duck down a little bit lower.
There we go.
There you are! Hi!
Good night, Phil.
I love you. Be good.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Make sure Dom doesn't sneak up on you anymore.
We are.
I will.
He can't. Aunt Liz keeping watch.
All right.
That's my baby.
No, Darian, you didn't see last night when he scared the crap out of me. Not funny.
All right.
The only
It
reason
doesn't
it didn't scare
surprise
me
me.
is at the last second I saw the light cut under the door, and I'm like, so it had a second to register.
Was that one of the clips?
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
so.
Yes, that is
No,
one of the two
they-
clips. There were
They
two
might have
clips.
clipped Joe calling me a goddess.
There were two
Oh,
clips.
yep.
One was
Like-
no, the other one was Allie when she blew smoke.
Oh yeah, vapor titties.
So
It
You
did
are-
happen, okay? I was not imagining it. Joe called me a goddess, damn it.
I believe you.
You're doing a wonderful job at using big words and trying to flatter me. How about you get to the point?
I am going to look around and then pull out my token. The god token that I'm desperately looking on my character sheet for which one I have again.
You had.
Did I have Stu? No, you had
No.
Stu.
No, I had Stu. You had Tuaret.
Yes.
You had Seth's girlfriend.
Yeah. Tuaret and go, it seems that powers are being shifted in this world, as it were, and we want to make sure that we are on the winning side.
And what makes you think that has any meaning to me?
Rumors.
So you ought
Does
to
it not?
believe any riffraff speaking in an alleyway?
If it was riffraff speaking in an alleyway that was bearing the rumor,
Speak
do you think
plainly.
I would have risked coming here?
Speak
If we've made a
plainly.
mistake, we have. We will do our statue of you and go.
I'm not too keen on having you in my dimensionus if you're going to be speaking in riddles and rhymes.
I'm not attempting to speak. I am not well spoken. I'm gonna look at my sister desperately for help once more.
You were looking at Ash before.
I'm looking at you now.
Oh boy. Okay. Powers of oration. We are not trying to speak in riddles or
Well, you're not doing a very good job at speaking plainly either. What is it that brings you here if not building a statue?
the initial proposal for the statue and for the art pieces was true. The other piece was something that we had heard while we were waiting. And so yes, we were curious to learn if that was true.
If what is true?
If this manor has some connection.
To the ascendants of Set.
And why is it that you are curious of this?
We are guests of the Sultan. The Sultan is not a follower of Set. If Set is indeed rising, we did not want to be caught in the crossfire. I like living.
And you're speaking to me about this, why? Again, you're doing, it feels as though you're skirting an issue.
As we said, we had heard rumors.
Right, why is that important to you?
Because we're guests of the Sultan. The Sultan is not a follower of Set. If you are helping Set ascend, we don't want to get caught in the crossfire. We like living.
Right, so I am to understand that you're here to build a statue and find out if this household has a follower of Set in it. Because you don't want to die? If you are aware of the followers of Set, and you are aware of what's going on with the followers of Set, then you would know that answer already. Which makes me believe that you are not truly followers of Set.
We never said we were.
But you
We
carry...
just simply said we wanted to be on the winning side.
But
We've
you...
spoken fairly plainly.
Shush! You are wearing an emblem of a follower of Set. The only who can are those who truly are, which means you came about them in illicit ways.
It was gifted to me.
You do not get gifted one of these without taking the oath of being a follower of Set. You know nothing of it, so that does not make sense either.
Then I have to take it up with the person who gave it to me because... Can I roll deception, DM?
Be my guest.
If I die, let it happen. Like, just totally saying that now. What I'm saying is if it comes down to it, don't TPK. I'm cool with it. Because I don't think deception's my strong point. No, I have a 0 to deception, so 19.
Yeah, not so much. That would not be given so freely if you did not give yourself as a follower of Set. I tire of this game. And you watch as his hand balls up into a fist. And
Sorry, guys.
And one of the rings on his hands begins to glow. I need each and every one of you to roll a charisma save.
Sorry, guys.
15.
Halfling luck! Thank you, Miss Fatal Pillow.
Jeffrey.
15.
Katie.
19.
Ash.
21.
Kita.
6.
As the ring flashes, the room turns into this... Yeah, hashtag no one dies. This room takes on this eerie green glow. And you feel your bodies start to go slack.
All of us?
All of you. The first to fall is Kita. You watch as she just crumples to the ground like a rag doll. Followed by Jeffrey, followed by Katie, and last, as she struggles with all of her might, Ash crumbles to the ground. You are all well aware of your surroundings, but you are incapable of moving. Your body's not responding to your thoughts.
Oh. Well, looks like it's on Grub now.
As I watch, because I'm the last one, as I watch them all fall, can I react? And, like, can I cast a cantrip as a reaction?
Oh my
No.
gosh, Krabby.
No, this happens quickly. It's just in that order.
Okay, then as soon as I started watching them fall, I would have said, Shevanash, give me guidance, because I have no idea what to do.
Yep.
How do I give scales to somebody?
Add number name.
Exclamation add. Is there spaces in between?
Yep. And as you guys are laying there on the ground, this opulent man starts to change shape in front of you. And as he does, his body starts to wriggle and turn and elongate. And that fireball.
I'm good with
I
this.
help. Thank you for the help, Krabby.
We love you, Krabby. Good timing.
And that was a 1.
Give DM advantage.
There wasn't no nat one.
I used the no nat 1 and the DM advantage. That was a 1, a 1, and a 1.
Well, that's 3, so we're almost there. 17 more to go.
Right. So, no fireball this time. I'm sorry.
One time a fireball would have been nice.
Right.
As his body starts to elongate, and you watch as he turns into a snake.
Does this snake look familiar?
And yes, it does. Because what is elongating and changing shape is everything above his waist. That rotund belly of his was just the coils of a snake as they elongate. And you
That's
see
a cool
standing-
visual.
As you see standing before you, a creature that is half man, half snake. Very similar to the image of the talisman of Apophis.
Yeah, the one that I have.
Huh.
That's what I thought.
I don't know, Krabby. I feel like fireballs are nice many times. Especially when I'm DMing. It gives me this little corner of joy.
Yes, but not when your character is trying to, get some in the Temple of Lyrical.
Not my fault. At least things got hot and spicy for you. Heated up. There was a spark.
And you watch as one of his hands reaches up and he pulls forward on his head, and his body reverts into a normal humanoid form as he's holding on to a mask.
Vuh.
The mask is of a snake head. I am the Apophis. I am the one who controls this city. The Sultan may hold the figurehead, but we have invaded this city. The people are none the wiser, as my power has corrupted all their minds. You should not have tried to deceive the deceiver. He places the mask back on as the body changes into that half snake, half humanoid form. You will now see what happens to those who try deceit. And you watch as a number of slaves walk into the room, each and every one of them wearing an emblem of Apophis. They reach down and pick you up, bearing you away, out of the room and through some hallways. At one point in time, they stop, and over your heads, they blindfold you. You can feel yourselves carried along,
I'd like to go from green to yellow, please.
right?
Office lights yellow.
I don't know if that works.
Computer.
Office light yellow. Oh, it worked!
All right. You guys are carried along for what feels like an eternity. Blindfolded, twisting, turning, and after some time, you also feel as everything changes. From the heat that you had felt, it becomes more and more humid. And you can hear the dripping of water around you. There is a moment where you each feel your hands as they are taken and something put on them.
Define on them. Like, are we talking shackles or?
You're not sure, as you cannot really tell from the fact that you are so discombobulated at the moment. With you being unable to react to your bodies as you normally should, the feeling is weird. It's almost disassociated.
Gotcha. But wait, is it our hands or our wrists? Can we tell that much?
It feels like it's on your arms, your wrists, something
computer.
like that.
Office light green.
And then you guys do not feel yourselves moving any longer.
Are we being set down? Or?
You do not feel yourselves moving any longer.
Computer.
I guess
Office lights yellow.
I guess we're just gonna sit here and wait then.
I was gonna say, what do we hear? What do we smell?
You can hear water dripping about you. It feels humid, and it smells wet.
Can we hear footsteps of the slaves walking away?
You do not hear that anymore.
Any more?
That's all that you hear around you.
Can I move my hands up?
Roll me a Constitution.
17.
It is extremely difficult and feels very, very weird as you try and move your arms. It's almost... When you're drunk and your hands feel numb, your entire body feels that way.
Because if I can, I want to lift my hands and try to move the blindfold.
And you do. It's difficult at first because your fingers, your digits are not working very well. It's still really hard to feel with them.
Mm-hmm.
But you do manage to get and pull the blindfold off. And you see that you are in some sort of cavern. There does not seem to be any form of egress. There is just a little bit of light in the room. Something in here is phosphorus, causing a very mellow glow. Just enough to cast shadows over everything. You see your 4 companions are also sitting, laying, propped, with blindfolds on them, and what appear to be silver bands around your arms.
Are they connecting my arms?
Nope, they are wrapped around your arm in a spiral that starts about mid-forearm and ends about mid-bicep.
So like an arm cuff.
Similar. But
And
it's spiral, and as it goes around, it is no more than 3/4 of an inch, half an inch wide.
So we have a party of slave Leias. Got it. Where's my lightsaber?
You say, and it's just us in the cavern.
You are the only people you see there, yes.
I want to try and undo everybody else's blindfold.
It doesn't go well, but it does go.
Can we speak?
Each of you roll me a Constitution.
Just straight con or con save?
Just a straight con.
Right. Did 18 for me.
Okay.
Halfway luck. Natty 20.
Okay. And Jeffrey?
18.
18? All right. You are all slowly finding that your movement is coming back. Your sight and your hearing was never gone. But you are slowly getting your extremities back.
I want to try and see if I can. I'm not trying to pull it off, but I want to see if the cuff turn.
Thank you for the cheers, Sikazella.
As you start to wiggle around and play around with it, it is held tight somehow.
I want to open my pally senses.
It doesn't work.
Magic dampeners. Awesome. Do we still have all of our weapons, or were those all taken from us?
You are in your clothing.
So, no, we do not have weapons.
Well, I am my own weapon, in fact.
Really liked that sword.
Really? Why would they do that? Well, I know why they would do that, but that's stupid.
No, you don't mess with someone's food. Like, you can mess with a lot of things, but my food is like the top of the list of what you do not mess with.
Right?
I've actually stabbed, not hard enough to hurt, but I've stabbed my fiance in the hand with a fork because he tried grabbing.
You tried to stab me in the hand the one time I tried to take your food when we were at that Korea or the Mongolian restaurant.
You still have your hand. It's still in.
I do.
Wait. But, Navarre, has he tried again? If so, then it wasn't hard enough. Oh, trick. If you have a fork, the next time you're pissed off at them, just look at them through the fork and it looks like they're in jail and it's healing for your soul.
I will keep that in mind, Loxy. Thank you.
Like, it legit works.
It's like looking at him going, I squish your head.
You can't be mad anymore after that.
Haha. No, you cannot.
Ooh, let me know who I'm going after, Krabby. I got you. Alright, I'm also gonna see if I can maybe, like, struggle to get anything. Oh!
What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna try and see if I can't get the bands off.
The band does not move.
I try to rage and see if I can.
You do rage.
Ah!
And now roll me a Constitution save.
Ah! That's a 2. So 6?
As you rage, there is this strange sensation that starts to emanate from your arm, and you feel your entire body slump back down to the ground.
Like, ah!
You guys watch as she does that roar that she does, and then drops to the ground.
Loxy, can you do that again?
Ah!
It's like a barbarian powering down.
It's a barbarian that ate the wrong brownie.
Yep. I want to look around. How big is this cavern?
About 25 feet in diameter.
Is there water?
There is wetness all over everything. It's slick.
Okay, but there's no, like, standing water.
No.
Okay. And it's a one-way entrance.
There, you do not see an entrance or exit.
So we're just in a hole.
There is no opening anywhere in this room.
Not up, not down, not anywhere around?
Nowhere.
There's gotta be in here somehow.
Unless we were ported.
Am I able to move yet?
No, not at the moment.
Dang it.
I'm gonna go along the walls.
I want to pick
Roll an
Katie.
investigation, Jeffrey. What?
I want to pick Katie up and hold her bridal style until she can move a little bit more. That way she's not sitting on a damp floor.
Okay.
Just because I'm an ass doesn't mean I don't care.
Get that. Like, to the core of my personality, I get that. Computer, office lights red. I have to be able to see the exit.
So Loxy, like half of your face is disappearing because of the red lights, and then Vistra just looks like she's under an orange light.
Yep. What did you get, Jeffrey?
12.
12? You run your hand across this wall and you do not feel anything that would indicate a way to get out of the room.
Like claustrophobia is kicking in.
Right?
I want to look at Kita to see if she's up and moving at all.
Yep, Kita's up and moving.
Do
Okay.
you see any symbols on the floors or anything like that?
No, you do not.
I would like to start investigating the walls and seeing if I can find any.
Roll me an
hidden
investigation.
Nope. 3.
Yep, you are not finding any way out of this room at the moment.
Okay.
Once Kita's able to move a little bit more, I would set her down, and then I want to look at
Katie.
the ceiling.
Katie is not showing any ability to move at the moment.
Okay.
Dead weight is the worst weight.
Oh, kind of like, you know how when you carry a kid on your hip?
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold her like that and start feeling, if I can, start feeling towards the ceiling.
You're not going to be able to reach the ceiling.
Fair. I wanna look at the ceiling to see if there's anything strange about it or.
All you see are stalactites and dripping water. As a matter of fact, you get a drop of water on your forehead.
Do I still have my holy symbol on me?
Yes, we'll say yes, you do.
Okay.
You also, none of you have the emblems from the followers of Set.
That doesn't surprise me.
No. I want to grip my holy symbol. Be like, hey, Shivnash, some guidance would be really freaking helpful here.
And with that, we are going to wrap up today's session with the party trapped, having been caught by the avatar of Apophysis, trying to find their way out of this trouble that they have gotten themselves into. Big shout out goes to Syrinscape for the audio that we used today. An even bigger one goes out to our followers and viewers, as you guys are amazing and so much fun to have around.
Thank you to Blue Box for the raid.
Thank you to Blue Box for the raid. That was absolutely fantastic. And tune in tomorrow for Dragon's Discourse, where we will be talking about how to keep your players and or get your players interested in the stories that you're telling.
Ooh.
We will, yes, it is something I struggle with, so it'll be a fun conversation.
I didn't say that.
I said that.
I
Proud of
don't
you.
struggle with that, but okay.
It's
So-
not always a struggle, Joe.
What's that?
Yeah.
It's not always a struggle.
No, it's
No,
not always
like-
a struggle, but it is something I struggle with.
It's
Which
mainly
is why I think it'll be a fun conversation.
I might actually have to bop in for that because I am very opinionated on this topic. Very opinionated.
Oh, I feel like it's more just keeping us on task versus keeping us interested.
Yes and no, because there's campaigns I've played in, not necessarily that goes, but okay, we're digressing, sorry. But I've
And
been, bored.
I have a surprise, not tomorrow, but the following Monday. So keep your ears open, as it will be an absolutely entertaining Dragons Discourse.
Ooh.
I will announce what's going on tomorrow.
Sounds good. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
Everyone.
Have a wonderful evening. We will catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.